Yes, it is a catchy little number.
Catchy little number.
Usually we're on the big screen, but
Well, because it's on the little screen.
How do you know for sure?
One of us.
Lucky number
Hey
13.
now.
13. Lucky number
You know
13.
for sure.
Got a lot of
Never
bass
really know.
in your
You're
voice,
one of us.
son.
Pardon me for sounding like a man.
How do you ever really know?
excellent.
Welcome to the Outhouse podcast, y'all. What's going on out there? Oh, I forgot to shut my phone off. It's chirping in the background.
Chat's up. We're
That
rolling.
stupid camera.
Lucky number 13.
Welcome, everybody, this evening. And remember, don't forget that the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the Outhouse podcast or its affiliates. We're just over here joking, kids. Calm down.
We have Deloris tonight from Planet Art,
Modulate.
the Mighty Oracle.
Thank you for having me
Yeah, we are in
here.
the red.
All right, while you're figuring this out, I'm having a nervous breakdown. I just realized I don't have my phone and I am freaking out.
Okay, because that helps.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's right here.
There we go.
You poor thing.
Damn, that's wild. Man, Jimmy. Wow. Thank you.
Well, there it
Thank
goes.
you. Thank you. It's like losing
I don't
my
have
wallet.
my phone either, but
It's like losing my wallet, you
mine's
know.
over there chirping.
I was literally
It's
like,
chirping.
wait a minute. I couldn't remember the last place I had it. Jimmy, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy.
Okay.
Thank you, Jimmy.
We have Deloris from Planet Art with us tonight, kids.
Hi, everybody. I'm thrilled to be here, and beware of goddesses bringing gifts. I bring you guys your lovely singing bowl
nice.
that you
Oh,
can
wow, that's cool.
make
Oh, that's sweet.
whatever you
That's
need
awesome.
to do.
I was,
So,
yeah.
Do it.
I kind of did it the
Yeah,
other
you
day at the
did. You
store
did a
to see
great
if I
job.
could
He was
get
doing it.
But I had to go the opposite direction because I'm an idiot.
well, maybe a little backwards, and that's okay.
Wow.
But he can do it. I can't even do it.
Woo!
Look at him showing off now. Now he's showing off.
Let's raise the energy. I got the power. You do.
That's awesome, man. You want to try it?
Yeah, what the hell is this thing?
It's
one
a
of the-
singing
It's one
bowl.
of them things.
It's a thing.
Look, you got it on the outside.
You're a
Oh,
guitar
look
player.
at you, and stop
Look
staring
at
at
you.
it, Larry. Look
Now-
away, look away.
We're modulating out.
Oh, man, I know. We did really bad right
Harmonize with
there.
this thing.
That's awesome, though, man. Brought the energy right up.
So let's
That
have
is-
some
that's
fun
an
tonight.
Awesome gift.
I can't wait to talk shit about shit.
In the outhouse.
Yes.
As it starts.
You got a new cock, I see.
Oh,
Right?
Since I've been here.
He broke that out.
yes. We
over
do
the
have a new
weekend.
cock. Actually, I got this cock from
I'm
Planet
surrounded
Art.
by cats.
Planet Art, yes.
I don't know, man, you know?
So now we got 3 cocks and 2 little peckers.
You was gonna say.
A black cock and a little black pecker.
Did you mention the charity for the curse words?
We didn't. So we got this jar right here that we put quarters in every time we say the F word. I got a stack right here. I got to keep them away from Ed because he likes to try to steal my quarters.
Well, I throw them in for
My
you.
quotas.
Because sometimes
Oh, you know what?
I just try to be a little
Get
quicker
my
on it.
alcoholic beverage over there.
More Planet
Trying to
Art
get it
product.
on, son.
Tom is a
Thank you. Thank you very
really nice person who says fuck a lot. So
much. Do. Oh,
yeah,
That is
yeah.
great.
So there we go.
man. See, I always end up paying, y'all. I don't know
Oh
why.
wait, I said it.
And
It has to be paid.
we're getting right into the Planet Art, so that place is like an institution.
oh, I
man.
didn't finish. That goes when that jar
yeah.
gets full of quarters. It goes to Humble Creatures on Cleveland Avenue. It's a veterinarian clinic that
Thank
hooked me
you.
up.
That is beautiful.
They
Tom.
hooked
Thank
me
you.
up when I was down and out.
Yeah.
I had to put my dog to sleep.
Good people.
They are. They really are. And they did me right. So when that jar gets full, I'm doing them right.
I was going to bring little Bella
Yay,
tonight,
Tom.
but I knew Bella would be all over Larry because he fed her bacon last time. So she'd just be all over him the whole time.
Bacon?
Right.
Exactly. I think it was bacon. Whatever it was you were feeding her over there, man. She was all over
yeah.
you.
Yeah. I had one last night at the job, and she normally, they keep her in the other room, and somehow she got into the room, and she got a little excited
So
on the new floor.
Oh,
with my bacon.
Larry's playing himself tonight, everybody.
That's right, Big Brother Larry. He's
And
gonna,
Farms Rising.
yeah, he's gonna be having his cards read here in a little bit.
well,
Interesting.
let's see how the evening goes.
Yeah,
Don't be
right.
promising me out
Yeah,
just
right,
yet,
right,
Eddie.
right. Yeah, let's see what happens first. Because we're gonna go way back. We were talking about before we started rolling, and she went to was it Lehman, where Thurman Munson went, and I asked her if she remembered Thurman Munson. And, she's like,
And I'm only 63, so anyway, I'm a Canton girl, born and raised, a big Canton cheerleader. When I opened Planet Art, or when I started Planet Art, or when Planet Art started me 32 years ago, I had no idea I would last 3 decades. And so here I am. I know many people. I'm a huge supporter of the community, a big component of the Canton art world back in the day. And here we are.
I learned about you as the art queen.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But I wore my crown proudly. I wore it with honor and integrity. I don't understand the concept of, how would I say this? Art should be about art and the artists. And that's what Art is Alive, for any of you people out there that remember Art is Alive.
Yes, I remember it very well.
Yeah, and other art shows. So it was a great time to be alive in America. It was really great. The early 90s.
Right.
All kinds of things were happening. I don't know if you remember Luna Grill.
Oh, I do. That was good stuff down
Yeah,
there.
there was a whole group of, there was a handful of people, and we all kind of came together and we created this art community, and it was incredible.
What year was that?
1992. Luna Grill, I want to say, was like 94. And they were there for a good 10
Don't know what
years.
happened there.
I was looking for you back then and just didn't know it.
In 94?
Yeah.
How old were you then? 18?
I was about 20, 21. About 21, going right around 21 in 94.
Okay.
My birthday's in December, you know. I could believe you remembered that when we were talking earlier. Yeah.
Shut my phone off. Everybody's in there. How come I don't see nobody in the chat? There's nobody there. None of our. Why do I sound like I'm in a box, like way out in the distance?
Yeah.
Does it sound like that to you?
It's got a weird room reverb kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Mine does too.
What in the hell is going on,
Yeah,
man?
you're not the only one. I
Johnny,
heard too.
what'd you do?
And it's clipping at the top.
Yeah,
end.
every now and then you get a little.
Something has changed.
What could it be?
It's the oracle.
The mighty
Oh
oracle.
my!
It's the
Oh
It's
my!
the almighty oracle.
That's right. Wow, I always heard you were a witch too.
Well,
No,
that's one of my good qualities, right?
100% that.
Right. Back then, you know.
Well, but what is a witch? Other
Great
than
question.
a person who is using their resources around them to do, you could do good, you could do not so good. But back in 1992, I met a woman through Planet Art, and she gave me my first deck of tarot. Well, my deck that I have still to this day. And it kind of took me down this metaphysical path.
Okay. And I'm going to interrupt you right there as you're doing it. Can you do that story after you tell this story about the deck that you did before that tells the story of the major arcana?
Okay, well, I can when we have a commercial break. Do we have any of those? I need to
do,
put them in
actually.
order to tell the story. Because there's two parts to the tarot. And tarot's been around for a long, long time.
Long time.
And it wasn't until like the turn of the last century where Rider-Waite added this major arcana, which was already there, but they kind of unified it and brought it together. Because back in the day, gypsies used playing cards. And so they've added one to each of the types of
Gypsies in there
cards.
playing cards.
What was that?
I said them gypsies in there playing cards.
Let me tell you your future.
That's right.
You're
That's
going
right.
on a voyage. Anyway, they added this major arcana to tell the story about the Fool.
There it is.
There it is.
Well, I accidentally sold her. I was trying to get in there to
I heard
get
I heard what you heard.
some other action.
Sorry
I
about
was
that.
trying- Oh, there we
keep cutting her off.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Hello.
I'm surrounded by cocks. I'm fine with.
Oh man.
I know how
I
this
was going
game
to
is going
turn
to
her
be
gain
played.
down and her volume up so we wouldn't get in
Yep,
their
yep.
bleed in the red.
Is that what that was happening right there? Why it
Yeah.
was doing that?
Right.
Okay. If you watch that green that's bouncing right there, D, that'll let you know when we get into the red up there. That's where we're in trouble.
Yeah, when we hit the red, look out.
Yeah. I think we look good.
Yeah, I think we're getting in
Okay.
there.
So back to what you were saying about Rider Waite and
Sorry.
how they unified the deck and made it.
Yeah, and they tell the story
distinctive.
of the fool.
Sorry,
And basically, we're all the fool. And we go on this journey to find ourselves, and we meet many magical people along the way. The
can't find
magician.
You sure you got cock?
Can't find mine.
You sure you got cock?
The magician, the empress, the emperor, the hierophant, and then he finds the lovers, and that's nothing but complications and
Always.
going on. Yes, and going on to the things that we go through in our lives, trying to find our own strength, find our own solitude, the hangman, indecision, but then he goes along to find out that the world is so much bigger than himself. And it's not about the self, it's about the not the me, but the we. And so in this reading of tarot, you learn to answer questions that, we're all trying to ask ourselves.
I like that explanation a lot.
We didn't even need the cards. I don't need the commercial break now.
Yeah, I really, it's a cool explanation of it because, we were always taught coming up Judeo-Christian to stay away from the seers and stay away from that stuff. It's all evil. And it's anything not in moderation, I think, has the capacity to be that. And I think that it's just another sign that you can read as a human in the universe. And that as long as you don't make it like self-fulfilled prophecy, you can make those cards say whatever you want.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And that's where the danger lies, is that fine line of just like getting robotic about it almost and
hit the
making
core on
it
that,
say
it'll
what
stay
you
on
want it
for
to
a
say, I
while.
think,
That
is where
circle.
some people could
There
get
you go.
very obsessive.
I'm gonna have to keep messing with it.
Well,
Stupid equipment around here.
Well, when we start making the money,
at least we got somebody working
get
it.
some, yeah, that's right. Thank God we got Jimmy, man. That kid's gold. You're gold, Jimmy.
Larry D.
Yeah, it's me. I'm just trying to get the chat started there.
Ah, nice. Big brother Larry.
Usually Gary and Dennis is in there. I don't know where you guys at tonight?
Oh, they don't want to listen to
Where
some
is it?
broad
Yeah, right.
running her mouth on the radio. I'm sorry, on YouTube. I'm a little old.
Oh, man. I love it.
Yeah.
That's funny. You're surrounded by men all the time. And not in a bad way, but like we come to you for counsel because you tell it like it is.
And I wish we could all just get along, men and women.
Right.
Right.
And I feel that vibe in your shop. Like I felt it the first time I came in.
Back in 2008.
Right. And then we were an item shortly thereafter.
Yes, for a little while.
That's right. For a little bit.
Less than a year, but
The item.
It was like gunpowder and fire. You are a
yes, it was
tigress.
very fun, Eddie.
And I learned a lot from you. I say that a lot, but it's true. Because you taught me about cause and effect and about intention. A lot about intention. How the road to
Right.
hell is paved with good intentions.
Well, just because, where is it? I'm sorry.
Look at her. She's got her stickers.
Just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right.
That's
Exactly.
right. Right.
Thank you, Larry. Right.
And you got this awesome shop and everything, but what made you you went to college after high school? Where'd you go to college?
Right. So I'm a Canton girl, born and raised. Second graduating class from the New McKinley. Shout out to Lehman High School. That would have been my alma mater. But McKinley, and then 4 years at Mount Union College. So I am a 63-year-old woman who's never lived any other place other than Stark County. And I used to think that I lacked the imagination to leave, but now I understand that I had the imagination to stay. Frank
I like
Sinatra
that.
was wrong. If
And you
you
gotta
can
have
make
lots
it
of-
here, you can make it
You got a
anywhere.
hell of an
Right.
imagination.
Mighty
Well, look
Oracle.
where it landed me.
The mighty Oracle.
Look at that.
I
right.
used to when I grew up, I hate this place. Then I went somewhere worse and couldn't wait to get back to Ohio.
And here we are.
Here we are. Hmm.
The last time I went away, I went to San Diego, and I was walking down the sidewalk towards the ocean and taking in the view of beautiful salty air. And there's a family off to my left as I'm walking by that are playing violins and wearing suits, and they're dressed to the nines. And then about 40 yards away, I'm walking by, and there's a guy rolling around, and I'm like, oh, that's odd. And when I came up, he was masturbating openly.
Oh,
And
I think that deserves a
he wasn't. He wasn't choking the chicken, was he?
he was beating it like it owed him cash money, man. As a matter of fact, I was with another couple, and the one guy goes, man, he was really hurting that, wasn't he? And I was like, wow, the things you see in the city, I guess. But, like, I don't know. I like our town. We have a good town.
Seems better.
There are so many good people here, and that is what I've learned in the past 3 decades. There are so many good quality people here, and I could shout out to
And feel
all of
free,
them.
because really, you've dealt with a lot.
Mindy and Doug from Taggart's and their 5 boys, Kennedy's, the root beer stand down the street, Alter Clinic that does low-cost spay and neutering, Steve Kuhn, who doesn't love Steve Kuhn?
Right.
Right? You know,
Right,
the
right,
savior
right.
of Canton.
He's awesome. He is awesome. I love
and
Steve.
and Billy Shear, yeah, the one and only Billy Shear, for those who know Sgt. Pepper's. But
Beatles.
the new mayor of Canton, who has big plans to change this town, and it's because there are so many good, hardworking people that will give you the shirt off their back if you needed it.
Right, and this
So-
town needs jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Job creators, you know.
And we have the Hall of Fame, which has to survive. We have to support this thing. It's very, very important for the future of Canton.
Absolutely. There's tons of jobs right there.
Right. And they're struggling because that's multi-billion. That's so much money they're spending up
my
there.
God.
I mean,
It's
I can't even
beautiful.
imagine as a small business owner
my
spending $1
God.
million,
Right.
let alone 10 of them.
Right.
So
Right. That's
Right.
a hell of a venture. And it looks like it's going to be really cool when it's all done.
it's pretty groovy. I mean, they're doing a lot of family things for those of us that aren't family oriented. But I went and I rode on the Ferris wheel, which was fun. We did the zip line.
Nice.
You know, there's Don Shula's there.
I was
Kettle
curious
Brew.
about that place. Have you been in there?
I have. They're doing an okay job
Well, I mean, you got to get your footing, and that is
Yes.
still a work in progress.
as everything. Yes.
Right. And we got to give it a shot. And,
Yes.
And I really
I've been there many times.
Yeah, and
So-
I've been up there quite a few times now while they're
Can't
doing
believe
it,
that
looking for
pole.
work.
That's so badass.
When I was in security, I had to go up there for something to meet
really
somebody.
do.
Not like these pants.
It's
These
really
are
nice.
badass. Look at
You
that.
see what's under those pants. That's even more
Okay, well
badass.
maybe later.
Oh no!
You see the size of that car.
Anyway,
I'm open as always I can go.
So Planet Art opened in what year
Hey.
again? 92.
92. So I will turn 32 on June 5th. So 32 years of meeting so many wonderful people.
Now, when you first
Hello.
opened, what kind of inventory did you have back then? When it was the
Well-
beginning stage,
Socks and underwear.
Yes, exactly. Well,
the edible kind.
plant et art. It means plants and
Sorry for the misspell on our commercial. I mean,
yeah,
that
no
was my
worries.
phone.
No worries.
It actually
Just wanna
auto-corrected
say
it
that.
and fixed it. It fixed it. It thought it was fixing it. Right.
Yeah, stupid phone. Because
But
I'm
I
an
get it.
idiot. I
I
can't spell, so I was trusting the phone and it misspelled. Even though Ed told me 5 times, it's spelled PLANTETART. It's like,
Yes,
man.
I'm very complicated. I wanted to call it eclectics because it is very eclectic, influenced
Extremely.
from many cultures. But when I opened in '92, I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to create. I'm a creative. I'm not an artist, but I'm a creative.
And you're a gatherer of creative minds. You're good at getting
Well,
like-minded people together.
That's what I learned my true talent is.
Yeah, you're very, very
And
good
it's
at
a
it.
really tough sell to hang on someone's living room wall,
I mean,
He forgot it was Wednesday, John. Sorry about that.
there's a lot of work involved in what I got to witness. We can get to that when we get a little more ahead in time, but like you're a badass. You are.
She's
You're,
the mighty orc over there, she is. Look
Right.
at her shirt just a sparkling away. It is. Look at it. Look at her shirt.
Oh yes, he's got the.
are the
It's
goddess.
green and it goes along with the outhouse background. It's green.
You're the
Green
original
it
goddess.
Well, I'm one of many,
Right.
and there have been many that have come before me. As I was saying earlier today, a wise goddess understands that I'm going to have to find my successor. So all you lovely, beautiful women out there, young women, you need to stop in the planet art. You need to understand.
Stop in.
You need to
I
understand
wasn't
your
touching myself,
power
I was
as a woman, because we're way more powerful than men. They got the strength, but we've got the smarts and you
That's
know.
right. You're crafty,
It's
and
from
we
the-
can lift the car up.
Yes, and it's like that My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Your father, he may be the head, but your mother, she is the neck. And the neck tells the head which way to turn.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Paul's boss, as
Yes.
everyone knows,
good
but what
analogy.
Maul says always goes.
Right, exactly.
That was on our paddle when we was growing up and a kid.
Right. Right.
As it should be.
And
Right.
Mom wore that thing out.
Yeah.
My mom would be like,
Yeah,
"Wait,
it
see."
was
Broke some
completely
asses
shredded.
down with that.
Yeah,
My
you
mom
knew
would-
it well.
And yes, I did.
Me
and,
too.
and being the oldest brother of all, I was nice enough to make her a brand new one when I moved out for the rest of them. I didn't realize what I was doing. And, you know,
Well, we're all
my
young
younger
and dumb,
siblings
right?
wasn't too happy about that. But I'm a carpenter. I'm supposed to make paddles and whatnot.
Yeah, you're a really good carpenter, I've been told too, and I've seen your work. You are, man. You're an artist in your own right, man.
He's a fine craftsman. He
I'll
is.
tell you what, it is. It's amazing. And you said in '92 that the Luna thing happened, where you got with the artist
It
the
was more
same
like
year.
it was more like 94 or 5, I want to say. But I opened up this shop called Planet Art, and all these artists started flocking to me. And it was only like 600 square feet, so I didn't have room to hang giant paintings and,
Right.
and artwork. So I talked my landlord into letting us use the space above. And what's sad is I drove by the other day. It's kind of getting absorbed by all the investors that want to do things around the Hall of Fame, not
Sure.
part of the Hall of Fame, but on the periphery.
Right.
And so the building in which
Parking.
yeah,
and
the
all
building
kind
in
of other
which
stuff.
I was in is they're starting to tear it down. You know, they're preparing to tear it down. But so we had this space and we set up artists, and I had two people one from the Canton Symphony and one from the Cleveland Symphony playing cello and violin, and it was just this really amazing
That'd be
thing to stand there. I'm looking at this event thinking I might find out the answer to the age-old question, what if you threw a party and nobody came?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's got to be an anxiety attack.
And I
That's
closed.
kind of like a band thing. You
Yeah.
go out play. Hopefully somebody's
Yeah.
on there. I mean, we played
Yeah.
our girlfriends and wives and stuff. It was
That
the only
was-
ones out there cheering for us.
That was your first
Sucks.
art thing that
Right,
you did.
right,
What
and-
was it
and-
called? Do you remember?
Art is alive.
That was the first Art is Alive
it's
event.
it's a joke. Art is alive and well, and he's living here in Canton, Ohio. So he's here at this party. So you need to find him and go talk to him. But yeah, it's like I closed my eyes and I opened them, and there were 250 people there having a blast, and Beery Cheese donated the cheese, and everybody
Nice.
brought 6 packs of beer, and of course we run out. But
That's the organizer in you too, getting those kind of people on board.
yeah.
You
So
know?
so after that, they all came back and said, "When's the next one?" And I'm like, "Next one?" I mean, so Jeff Wagner, he owns That's a Wrap. I don't know if it's still open up in North Kent, but it used to be in downtown.
Oh, I
Canton.
remember. I stopped there a few
Yeah,
times.
That's a
There was
Wrap
some
is
pretty
delicious.
good. Oh, it
yes.
was.
Yes. Well, he managed the atrium at a center place, the old McKinley High School across from the library on Market,
Mm-hmm.
and I moved it there. and it was there, and it was just awesome, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. And then I outgrew that space, and then I went to the cultural center.
Who were some of those early artists that you were working with way back then? Just out of
I have
curiosity.
to shout out Patrick Buckor from
you
the
go.
beginning, Russ Hench from the beginning, Michael Andlinger. Oh my God, there were so many still doing art in Canton. Bill Shiro.
And that was way back in the beginning.
Yeah, back in the beginning.
Wow.
And they all came to me, and it was really exciting because I could make this thing happen, but every art show something happened and I had to make a new rule.
Like
And so-
what?
Well, so I had to create a contract, and I was told by many attorneys that it was not legally binding, but the first line was be an honorable human being. And if you can't do that, you don't want to read any further. So, but the last show that I did was 2006, and it was over 3,000 people came through, and over $25,000 worth of artwork went out the door.
Wow.
And all that money went to the artists. I didn't make any money on that show. I did it for the fame and notoriety.
Right. And the great big pain in the ass that it ends up being for you personally with all the phone calls and meetings and lunches. And
It was a lot of work,
a
but
lot
you
of
know
bullshit
what?
too
It
that people
was.
don't even see or
No.
hear about because you always kept that shit to yourself.
Right.
And you dealt with it.
Right. If we succeeded, we succeeded. If it failed, I failed.
Right.
And that's what a benevolent dictatorship is.
Yeah, right.
I rule with an iron fist.
The mighty oracle has spoken.
Anyway,
And you were building your business then, and you're again like, what was your inventory like? What were you selling then, back then? Like, what was a hot seller back in 92, 93, 94? Do you remember?
gosh, well, plants. I had plants. That was a big part of it.
Was it more of a plant stop?
Yeah, it was mostly plants, and there were other things. But like I said, when I started, I wanted to do my own gig. I wanted to create my own thing.
Right.
And this thing of community fell into my lap. And instead of brushing it off my lap and continuing on my selfish path, I chose to do something for other people.
Right.
And so now here I am in 2024, and it feels like I'm back at the beginning because the internet and that handheld devices changed people and changed the way the world works.
Oh my gosh.
So I am now back at the beginning of, okay, now shut up and start doing your own thing. Start making it, start creating it. You've got this building full of resources, just begin.
Right. One foot in front of the other.
Yeah, just like eating an elephant, one bite at a time.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. And that's what I always liked about your attitude. And like when I met you, you were, I'd heard your place was a head shop.
Yes, I have 2 shelves of smoking devices and then 1,600 square feet
Tobacco
of
pipes.
other things.
Right. So like I came in there naive and dumb and not having a clue.
She's even got
about what
cocks
you
in
were
there.
doing.
We've got
Yes,
this cock from
yes.
there.
Can you
Well,
imagine?
And then I want to ask too, because this was something that was near and dear to you for a long time. How did you get involved with the homosexual community? Because I'd heard a lot of rumors on that end too, but it was because of what we had talked about, what you were involved in, I think.
Right. So I've always been connected to the gay world.
Sorry.
From back in the day, knowing Larry Lovelace, if that rings a bell to anybody out there. But when I moved into the building that I'm in now, instead of a mile up the road, there was a house across the street called St. Hope. And back in the 90s, early 90s, AIDS was killing all kinds of people. And it wasn't just gay men, but gay men were suffering the most. They lost their jobs, they lost their homes, they lost everything. And so this entity wanted to give them a place to live and
Ow.
figure out their life.
Sorry.
And so I think it chose
It
me.
didn't even hurt.
It chose me because I saw how people were with how they treated gay people. I mean, now it's cool to be gay. back then
right.
it wasn't so cool.
Right.
I mean, they were still beating people up and stuff like that. So,
right.
you know, I mean, that was 3 decades ago.
Right. Because I know you did a lot of charity work. And it really blew me away because I'd always heard people say they want to get involved in charity, but like you were an active participant.
Right. Tri-County AIDS.
You dragged me out to events
Right.
when we were dating, you know?
Right.
I mean, that one where we did the reverse cross dress and I did your makeup and stuff, made you look like your brother Paul. Was
Yes.
great.
I got to be Saul.
Saul, right?
Yes.
That was one of the most fun nights, like when we were going out, man. That was a
Back
blast
in the
that
day,
night.
that was a lot of fun.
Right.
But now, you know, AIDS has changed. It's not killing people anymore.
Right,
They've gotten
right.
it under control.
Right.
And our world has changed so much. I've been having a great time watching it and participating it and
Well,
putting my input in.
I'm amazed that you, like, and then COVID. How COVID changed everything, too, with having stores.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Right.
talk about a struggle, and you're still
How
here.
did you make it through that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I am the queen of my queendom.
there you go.
I live in the building in which I work. It's a historic building in Canton, Ohio. It was once the cottage market back before there were supermarkets. And it fed like the burgeoning neighborhood that was growing across the street from me. So I live upstairs. So I would walk down my steps to open the door. I never turned on my open sign, but people still came in. I mean, people still wanted incense or a gift or a pair of earrings. So,
The little things they need, huh?
well, no, it's a want store. It's not a need store.
Oh, gotcha. That's true.
I mean, I'm looking at Tom and all your groovy little metaphysical necklaces. I mean,
like
look
that?
at that little guy. Oh, he's an alien.
Yeah.
And your Ankh, your key of life. I see. Very nice, Tom.
I'm a rock star
You
today.
are. You really are.
The mighty oracle is reading you, Tom. She's reading you, Tom. Play it, brother. Play it, brother. All right, that raised the vibration right back up. That's pretty good.
Oh, we got Black Rain in the house. What's up, brother?
Black rain.
In that chat room.
And then I met you in '08, like you said, and I didn't know where to show my art at. That's what was cool about you. You pointed me in the right direction because I wanted to get in the galleries, and you were like, well, you could do that, but do you really want to be in like a stuffy art gallery, or would you rather maybe be out in the open air? Because we could set this up where you could be right where everybody's walking by on their way to the gallery.
Yeah, we picked a First Friday. We called it the Magnet because we were attempting to attract all kinds of ideas and people. It was fun. Outdoor gigs are tough, though.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Boy.
Here- especially here in Ohio.
More so than not. 1 out of 10's good.
But I would like to
Did the
Give
houses
a-
get loud all of a sudden?
give kudos to Alex Badinsky back there, keeping us in the groove, man. He's
Yeah.
got it going.
I know I'm still.
It's pretty wild. You know, he played for 4 hours when we did that big
John
club last
May
week.
show, yeah.
He played the whole time.
He
I
didn't
asked
even
him if his
pee
fingers
break,
were
man.
smoking.
Wow, that's
While we're all
dedication.
taking a pee break and whatnot, he's playing halftime show.
Right, he's doing his
Blazing right through it.
Right.
Nice.
He loves it, though. He'd do it forever and ever and ever.
And
You gotta say, ow, it's time to stop.
it's funny to think you've done it for 32 years.
That's right.
That's 32 years of temperamental artists.
Well, you know what? And there's a lot of things I handled poorly. So to those of you out there that are listening, I apologize. I'm not her anymore. I've grown and evolved, and I've loved every minute of it. It has been such a blast. I mean, look where I am. Look at the people I've gotten to meet.
Exactly.
All the connections. It's really beautiful. Canton's a great place.
We're about to do some shit around here.
Some shit.
Yeah,
What kind of shit?
that's what
Chicken
we're doing. Some shit. Some chicken shit.
I thought we were talking shit about shit.
Right.
Talking shit about shit. The Outhouse podcast.
What I mean is, if you got something to promote or whatnot, I mean, we're right here. Tom
Right.
Dalo, D-A-L-O on Facebook. Hit me up. If you got a band, we'll throw you live. You better get there now, because sooner or later we're gonna have to start charging you guys, you know. And then when that time comes,
Got to keep the lights on.
Right. And
right
it-
now we're just having fun.
Right. It has been a lot of fun.
One day it's gonna get serious around here.
Right. And, the first half we always cover the history, and the second half we always go a little more off the rails. And that's when I want to see if we can, during the break, have that whole tarot thing we were talking about with Larry. Mm-hmm. This is why we dragged him in here tonight. I was like, dude, you got to have your cards read, man. And he was like, all right.
I'll do it. Let's get Mikey.
Melissa did it one time, and everything was so spot on. It was crazy though. Like, I don't know if it's just how you interpret them, but flips a card and it was just so in line with everything that was going on at the time. It was pretty amazing.
It was in line like our cocks.
I look at it like any other art form. The reading
Although
of
they
those
can't
things,
see
'cause
that
it
one 'cause
really
the bowl.
is seeing a master at work.
bowl towards you. There you go.
It's really-
now they can see our beautiful line of cocks.
Wild how that stuff applies sometimes. Like dead on. And that'll go cross deck because I use divination cards more so. And it'll be the same story sometimes.
Well, but we're all kind of searching for the same thing.
Right.
Love, acceptance, belonging, hope.
The all.
Right.
Everybody's connected.
But
That
mostly
light, that inner
love.
light we always talk about, right? That's that
Right.
interconnection. We're starting to dial into it. People say they're waking up and they're woke and all of this. That's what they need to wake up to, is that universal
But there's a
light,
wrong woke. That's the
you
problem.
know, right? And really get
Yeah.
dialed in. There's a lot of bad stuff happening though that's keeping everybody down.
Oh, what y'all think, man? Rate my drip.
She already said how good you looked with
Oh,
all your
I'm
stuff
talking about
on
these guys. And she's, yeah, man.
chat room. I
She
see
said
that
I'm
it's
a
moving.
freaking rock star over here.
Yeah, you are the rock star.
Forget about it, huh? Hey.
We've come to that part of the show. I'm starting to like wiggle on my seat.
What's down there?
No, my kidneys drinking this coffee, man. I always do that run, at about the
Thought you
halfway
had
mark. I'm
something
just like,
stuck in your
sorry, Tom,
drawers.
I can't hold it
You
anymore.
wiggle.
And I make the bolt.
Thought you had something stuck in your drawers.
Well, I
You
like
over there wiggling.
the fact that you've been letting Alex play while we take like that little segmented break, because he actually has been trying to kind of work on something, each week, which is kind of cool.
Some little Slayer or some Skinnerd.
You've been trying to get him to write his own music, and we're trying to teach him structure. And he's taking it seriously, which is nice, because when it comes from my mouth, I'm just dad. Mm-hmm. When it comes from your mouth, it's coming from a fellow artist. Carries more weight.
I said, hey, boy. Look at here.
What are you, foghorn, leghorn?
Yeah, right. That's good. And I see you doing the same thing as a mentor to a lot of the young ladies.
Because I've been there, and even if I wasn't there, I can understand.
And not just ladies. Like I said, the men, you get a lot of powerful people that come to you and talk to you, because you do tell it like it is. And you do give really sound, clear advice.
Oh, I don't give advice. I just tell you what worked for me.
Right.
I'm
And
not
sometimes
gonna, I'm not
that's
going
all.
to tell you what to do. Don't
Sometimes
tell me what to do, right?
Yeah.
Who likes that, Larry?
Nobody.
Right.
So, yeah. Depends on what she's wearing and what she's
I was
telling
just
me
going
to
to say,
do.
there's certain situations.
If I had that whip in my hand, I'm sure.
Dressed all in black leather. Yeah.
Come down here, boy.
That's right. We're just
Keep it
filthy
on,
dogs.
keep it
around
on.
here. Filthy dogs, sorry.
Down where?
Has been a dirty man.
Well, we had lots of fun the night we went out to George's. And
We did,
Hung
we
out
did.
for the open mic night. That was
Man.
cool.
They
Man.
got some bomb-ass burgers
Yeah,
down there,
you got the
bro.
John Wayne.
Yeah,
It was
really,
banging. I hear they got this waffle burger thing that I guess is just phenomenal. I'm definitely gonna have to go back down and try, bro. Like,
Yeah, we'll have to go back.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
next Tuesday.
Yeah, see you next Tuesday.
That's right.
me and Ed's gonna start a eating channel too here
Yeah,
soon.
we're talking about that, and I'm really.
And what
curious
you
to
guys
see where
gonna
that
be eating?
goes.
Yeah.
Whatever doesn't beat
Wouldn't
us
you
first.
like to know?
Well, I asked.
Food.
Yeah, a lot of different stuff, from the
Okay,
side.
so food. You guys
No
say
seafood for
food's
me,
already-
That's all on
we're gonna
you or
maybe
whoever else.
hit some local restaurants.
We're gonna
and
probably hit
do
the
kinda
Sparta first.
What we're doing here, but on the road, and maybe see where it takes us.
Except for it won't be live
Right.
like it is here.
Tom's getting to be quite the genius at
be
cutting things
edited.
together.
Did you guys go check out them blooper reels over there on that YouTube channel?
Yeah, give that a like.
That was silliness. For what, 15 minutes?
About 10,
About
10
10,
minutes, something
yeah.
like that. He's like, it was getting unruly, dude.
Hey!
I had like 30 minutes on there, man. I had to get
Tell
rid
you
of that.
something. You stole from charity. It's not real.
Yeah, you look like a deer in the headlights in that moment. I totally forgot about that. That's what's fun about watching this. You forget about it.
Man, I gotta dump my phone. It's almost full. I got so much shit on there, man.
Well, and I went back and you thanked everybody. And you know, that's really cool because we had a lot of really cool people come through here and
absolutely.
take the
Everybody
time.
was cool.
Everybody, you know, is tuning in. Thank you
Everybody
for paying
was great,
attention to
yes.
the bullshit we're talking up here.
We
And
did count you in, John. What you talking about?
It's almost like we did a first season really, and we ended it with a blooper reel.
If you watch
know,
clear to the end, I thank everybody.
right?
Their names a little spinning, a little fancy shit going
And this
on.
is kind of closing out that first season, what we're doing tonight in a way, because we're kind of treading new ground working with D. You know, we're looking to be kind of a
Sure.
local platform to give
And thanks for
people
letting me be here to do that.
chance to come on and talk. You know,
Right.
He's saying count him in on the food, I think.
Oh, he's on the food. Got you.
I'm in on the
Of course, count you in on the food.
Yeah, it'd be
John's like the rest of us. He's a nutritional overachiever.
it'd be kind of a cool thing to bring the show and the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of take a corner of the restaurant
Right.
out, and do a thing.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of interesting things on the horizon. We've got a lot of people that have been coming aboard with ideas too, and. Well, the show. I'm curious to see what we get
Yeah.
live on Sunday.
We're supposed to have a rap artist there Sunday that
spoken
Black Rain's
word.
bringing to us.
Right. I can't wait to see if he's in the chat room.
He's
You
down
can
in
correct
there
us
somewhere.
and let everybody know what you're going to be helping come to the stage on Sunday.
We're gonna be
Because
checking our rehearsal out tomorrow.
I'm a little curious myself, and I can't wait. I love seeing something new in it, and it sounds pretty fresh, man. So it's going to be cool. It's different.
And as far as the food thing goes, we're not out to like, oh, you got shitty food or nothing. If it just so happens that you got shitty
No.
service or shitty food, we just ain't airing that episode.
Yeah, we're not going to.
for whatever reason. We're not gonna throw
we're not
out no
gonna-
negativity, no
Yeah.
how, no way.
We want to be. We're Canton boys, man. Just like you're a Canton girl. We just want to help local people get a bigger voice. That's all. And what better
Sure.
than a worldwide platform, And we're starting to do some. I don't know. I don't want to let too much out about what we've been talking about doing, so I'm just going to shut up on that.
You think you can?
No.
The mighty oracle.
Shut up.
The mighty oracle knows me
Them's two
well.
words. You know he's not shutting up. No way, no how.
Right.
He won't even turn down
Well-
2nd Street when you show him where it's at.
And here we
Not
go back.
once, but twice.
All right, we're going back to George's. You guys are like, it's right there. I was like, oh, right there? And I was just
And he
driving
just
right
kept
by.
going. There was so much laughter.
We had a lot of fun that night, and we really did. And we were
as-
loud
as it-
and
as it should
goofy,
be.
and we had a ton of fun.
Some
And-
good musicians up there playing too.
right
Tuesday
you know.
night's open mic down there.
At
So,
George's.
George's,
So
man.
like 6 to 9 is solo acts. So there was some chick with the ukulele. She was groovy.
man,
Yeah,
she was
awesome.
cool. Whatever your name was, girl.
Yeah, she.
Yay for
and
you.
There was that young lady that was playing when we came in, and she did like
Acoustic.
a song and a
The
half.
emo girl.
Yeah, and she was real emo kind of. Yeah,
Kind of quiet, yeah.
real quiet
It was-
voice.
it was-
She was
yeah, it's
good
like,
though.
what?
Yeah, she was good
She
too.
had her own little thing going on there.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
then from
thing.
6 to 9, it's like you have to
Regular
play with
band.
each other. No, I don't think they're bands. I think you sign up like.
Oh, I mean, but it's just like drums and
Yeah,
guitars.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
the first thing was just like kind of solo acoustic stuff.
You've been there, haven't
Where's
you,
it
Jimmy?
at?
Is-
George's,
George's?
yeah.
And what's your favorite
Jimmy's been
burger?
down there.
Favorite burger?
Yeah, you haven't had one?
I've never had. The
Oh my
burgers
God.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
dude.
the
Oh my
food is
God.
banging.
And they come
It
with
is.
French fries, and they're those fresh cut ones. They're so
New
awesome.
line in the contract when you
Yeah.
play down there. You got to get a burger.
Gotta get a burger. Right?
Yeah.
And the milkshake was good too, man. And we were there kind of
See, I didn't get
for
the
food.
milkshake.
Right.
I'm kind of disappointed in that. I should have grabbed one up. But
It was awesome, man.
they do got a food challenge down there, so we'll probably, when we do this food thing, we'll probably go down there and do
We
that.
could.
Beer means food over here.
Yeah, that
Huh?
might be fun.
Beer means food over here.
We're not going to do just challenges. We're just going to go places and eat. But
Yeah.
since they have a
We're
challenge,
just going to check out people's
we might
menus
attempt that.
and let people in the area
It
even
did-
know,
Ed,
what's available.
It was like a triple burger or something.
I got a double.
And he did a double.
Yeah.
Or no, it was a quad burger. I
No,
think.
it
full-
was 2, and he wanted 2 patties, and he kept
Yeah.
asking for 2, and
I just
she
wanted
kept
2.
trying to sign language, and that already
It is
has
2.
2 patties.
But the
So-
challenge is what, 3 or 4 patties? I think it was something, but whatever.
I
but
thought it
yeah.
was 4.
He damn near
I
did
could
it
do it.
as it was.
I'd give it hell, man.
Dude's skinny
I
Yeah.
would. I don't know
I'd
where he
give it
puts
hell.
Yeah, and did you get like double fries or something?
I just said I wanted a large fry, and she filled it up.
She
man.
did.
But I got to be careful because of the damn dentures. So anybody
Shit.
watching this that
I
owns
wonder-
a place, give him to me soft. I
I
used
wonder
to
how
like
he do
crispy
on the
fries, but I can't do
ravioli
it now.
challenge.
It's like
When we was
glass.
little, my grandma's Italian, man.
Oh,
She used to
yeah.
make these big
I
ass
think
raviolis.
is that
bro.
manicottis or something?
I don't know what the hell
That's
them
what they
things
call
are.
them.
Oh, I like
They're-
those too.
I got 13. I got the.
Yeah, them guys used to. I could eat like 2.
Manicotti?
These guys over there, 10, 13.
Yeah.
and
I was
shit.
like, yeah.
Look at how
killing 'em.
skinny you are.
Ricotta cheese. Oh man, those are.
I burn a lot of calories in the day.
Oh man,
That's the secret. You
Being a carpenter.
gotta be active.
he's skinny.
His
Carpenter
cock
and after work. You gotta
Okay.
stay active.
He's skinny, but
He's on the farm beating his little pecker,
Oh man, I could just see him when we.
burning calories out of his.
I was going somewhere and I can't remember now with George's, but it was worth going down there and checking out. Jimmy was right.
I think we should go Tuesday night.
Yeah, because you never know who you're going to see down there, I guess. And
I have a meeting at City Hall.
Dude was just telling me today.
I
There's
would
another.
be there afterwards.
There's another place down that's not so crowded. It also has a jam night. Some other bar down around the way. I forget what the hell
Are
he
you
said the
talking
name
Mud
was.
Swigs?
Maybe that. It must have been
I
that
don't know
Mud
if
Swigs.
the
That
Oracle
sounds.
does.
Yeah, Mud Swigs.
Is
that
that's a coffee shop.
Yeah, it's like a coffee shop.
okay? Because he was like I went because
It
I
was
was
right there where you were supposed to turn, Mud Swigs.
Oh,
right
right.
there on Second and Walnut.
I'm going to admit something. I've never been in there,
me neither.
and I've never been in.
I didn't even know it
I've
existed, to
Never
be
been in New
honest.
Oracle either. I've always been.
That's
curious
kind of like
about
it too. So
but
it's
I've just never
been established since 1936, and they're like, I didn't know there was a music store here,
Right.
even though it's in a different spot than the
Oh,
original one. But
my
they
God.
still been there for a long
Did
time.
you not have 2 virgins in today?
Two what?
Yeah. I call them virgins.
Oh.
I mean, people will say I've driven by here a million times. Like Larry.
Right,
Larry's
right.
driven by my place so many times. I'm
Me
like,
too.
don't stop in or anything, Larry. Okay? I mean, it's only been 30 years. Don't question
Really?
anything.
What's that
That's
place?
right.
Yeah, what the hell could that be?
But you're driving by and you're like, ice cream. Across the
Ice
street.
cream.
There you go.
The coffin fit.
Yeah, right.
I need to cough. Larry coughs off of ice cream like we do off
I
of weed.
cough.
Oh, yeah.
Every
That
time.
was shocking.
He takes a hit of ice cream.
I'm over here scratching right now, just dying, waiting for this break here and go out there and
That just
Lose a
sounded
lung.
violent, right? That sounded very violent.
It did.
Oh, it was a
Sorry.
little
It
shocking.
did.
It's
And
disgusting.
I'll be dead soon. So.
well, and that's what sucks because you
No.
know medicine in America is so lame.
Oh man.
Well, they're
God,
not here
man.
to treat your problem. If they
No.
do,
No.
you know,
They wanna
their
make money off
paycheck
of
is
you.
over.
Right,
Yeah.
right. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, that's what it feels like. You
Right.
just repeat
It ain't-
service over and over and over again sometimes in certain areas, man. Man, what a long road that is. Ugh.
Anyway,
Yes.
I digress.
Thank you, my dear Oracle, for bringing me my senses. I wonder if they got tired of hearing that over at George's. Yeah, we were doing that shit all night.
We've got no senses here.
No sense whatsoever. That's why we have the Oracle.
And that's why we're having fun.
That's what it's all about.
Yes.
And we have you and I were talking about some neat things about, nightlife. We want to hear some more ideas about nightlife downtown because that's
But
something.
think about it.
What's that thing going on that Black Rain invited us down to? See, I'm stupid. The little thing on the
Some stupid
Friday.
little. That
Well,
sounds
it's a-
great. First Friday?
First
well,
Friday,
I don't mean
right.
it like that. I'm just because
Well,
my
we didn't-
brain is having a stupid thing. Is
we
what
didn't-
I'm saying.
We didn't know where it was, and I asked her. and
Yeah,
she
because you
found it.
remembered.
the jazz place that's down on Market.
He says,
Oh, yeah. That.
Because he was talking
It's
about
like-
it. He was here
it's
last
Market
night, and I was like,
South.
oh, we was going to
like
go
8th
down
and
there.
Market South, yeah.
I can't
what was the
remember
name
what-
of that place?
I
You
don't
looked it up.
Icy?
That's it.
Icy or something?
Icy.
Yeah, it was Icy Jazz Spot. And I
And
love
that's
jazz
on First
spots, too.
Friday, right?
And,
And we're going, right?
yeah,
Right.
I wanted to go down and check it out on First Friday
Because they got, he's into doing all kinds of things too. You're going to see him popping up on our show
Right.
and doing things and all this and
right.
getting the wheels spinning and rolling and all that stuff
He
around
says
here.
his guy John plays the mandolin. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Mandolin win, man. Nice.
There's a lot of hidden talent in this town.
Well, but there's nowhere to show your talent. I mean, I rose to
Right here.
Well, okay, but I rose to it where I rose to because I gave people a chance. The Canton Museum of Art is a wonderful entity. They have a huge private collection, but they don't want the using me. You know, the symphony doesn't want the using me.
Mm-hmm.
They want
Outsider art is always what I thought you were the queen of. It was kind of all of us that were on the periphery
yeah,
wanting to get in.
sure.
And you were good at helping us find our place.
Right, because like places like the museum wants to see your portfolio, and it's like you think these guys have a
Right.
portfolio,
Right.
right? So
So they got a couple of extra strings, an empty pack, 2 guitar picks, a capo, and a couple roaches in their guitar case. That's what they got.
right. So, and that's how you.
Here's my portfolio. Smell.
I smelled it before you even got in here.
That's right. Can't miss it.
That's what she said.
Yeah, but she can't be trusted. She says horrible things.
They're not
I don't
talking,
mean
they're
you,
not
buddy.
talking about me.
I don't mean you, my
Yes.
oracle.
Thank you.
We're talking about that's what she said.
Gee.
Yeah, that's been rode hard.
I know, real hard
Yeah.
and put away wet. But
Let's put it away.
right.
Wow, guys. I must say we're doing pretty good. No F-bombs. Man.
Wow.
I'm really,
I should pat
happy about
myself.
that too.
Tom's on his best behavior.
That's right. There's a lady present.
It's I'm in the struggle.
Well, we're talking
It's
high
hard for me
culture
not
art
to
right
say
now.
that, boy.
It's gonna be fun to see where the second half goes, which we are just about there.
Are we?
And, yeah, and I
Oh,
always,
we are at 52, aren't
I
we?
always get to the bathroom first.
Oh, this guy never makes it. He breaks shit trying to get out of there before he pees himself.
Nice.
Jesus. Good thing you ain't wearing button flies, huh? You wouldn't have made it. I hate when that happens.
And what was the thing about those? Why did you love button flies?
I don't know. Because they didn't unzip.
You didn't
A
get
zipper's so great.
Yeah, but you didn't get caught in the zipper.
Right. That was, yeah, that's
Thank
the
you
thing.
for sharing that, Larry. Thank you.
Buttons are good. I actually did the last 3 pairs I bought was buttons.
John May, you're a funny guy.
Should have smelt it when you pulled into the driveway.
All right.
I dealt it, and you smelt it. I got the earbuds in tonight because of this hat. I couldn't wear
Yeah.
the regular headphones.
Let's go ahead and do it.
It's,
Dan.
no, we still.
Oh,
You gotta look at
be.
that. This is real time down here
You gotta.
Where's the fake time?
on the clock on the wall.
Behind me?
Yeah,
That
well,
one?
there's one
Okay.
over there too. The red up underneath,
That one seems to be right.
over yonder way.
So, Tom, do you want to talk about Gattuso's? Do you
Sure.
want to tell us anything?
It's
'Cause
been
I-
around since 1936. It's still family owned.
That's great.
I bought
That's
my
impressive.
first amp there when I was 14.
Wow.
My first 100 watt.
We have new and used equipment. We buy stuff. We sell stuff.
And I still have it. That
Do
first
you
amp,
really?
yeah.
And did you ever play? Are you a guitar?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I've played for over 40 years. Yeah, probably
Like
done
any bands that
Yep.
probably about
Wicked
over
Lester.
1,000 gigs, probably.
locally? How far away did you go?
Uh,
Out of state a couple times.
yeah,
Huh?
went down to Louisville, Kentucky, and Indiana.
Nice.
We did a lot of shows all over Ohio, but we really, a lot of times we played out of town. You got way better money out of town. It's like when you leave, they think you're somebody. You know, you play with for your friends and family, and that's who you play for. You know. But yeah, we played a lot. But that old amp I had from Gattuso's, it still has that little sticker on it, Gattuso's Music. And I blew the speaker, so I cut it all back and turned it into a head from a combo amp, and so it's not quite factory, but it looks like it.
Nice.
Yeah. There was one on Craigslist, Tom. The exact
Oh,
model,
no shit.
$200.
Black Rain says
Icy skates.
it's a poetry open mic. The IS. Icy
Oh.
Skates.
Yeah.
For that first Friday.
Oh,
I see skates.
I'm not a poet.
And I don't know it.
This,
We'll stop right there.
All right, are we gonna do this halftime thing? I guess since Ed's already gone, he was like, nah, I'm gonna have my cigarette. We're gonna take like 3 minutes. We're gonna hand the camera over to Owl and the volume. Hey, yeah, hit that. Well, wait a minute. Let me see how. What do I got going on? Is that even on? Oh, it's on. We're gonna do our little halftime little. Good evening.
We should be having a brief intermission in our future presentation.
And then we'll be
I'd like
right
to remind you all that
in like 2, maybe 3 minutes. Everybody's got to use the bathroom.
Hookers and cocaine in the back room. I know where I'll be. The second half of our program will begin momentarily, a little darker, slightly more sinister. Good times for all. Thank you and good night.
Stop staring at it, Larry. Look away. Okay, so breathe in the energy and slow down. There you go. What's your hurry?
Slow down.
Slow it down.
Slow down, Larry. Table over again. Check. Yeah, there it is. We have the mighty oracle before us. Strike up the bells.
He was.
I know. He can get it rolling the same way Tom can. It's that musician thing. Let me try, Larry.
The yellow is easy.
Which direction does it go?
Well, you know, whatever one you want to, moving forward is clockwise. Oh,
I'm here for you.
that almost looks like the Ku Klux Klan.
My brother Larry and Deloris from planet Earth. I am blah, 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 blah.
Thank you very much for that. What an intro.
There we go. And we're back for round two.
There we are.
Deloris from planet Earth. Rock and roll. All right. I know. It's like
They
it
probably
sounded
missed
good.
all that.
He's just really doing a great job.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
is.
he has been playing for
Whatever.
an hour straight now.
Right.
And he's going to play through the next hour. So that's
I forgot he
impressive.
was in there because I didn't have the headphones on. You guys should have said, turn how down because I can't hear you going.
No.
Oh, you want to do it again?
No, we're good.
Shall we reenact it?
It's all jokes, kids. Calm down over there.
Kids, right? We got the almighty oracle
We
here.
already sacrificed the cat earlier.
Oh God, don't say that. Please don't say that. Please don't say that. Please don't say that. No, he is lying through his teeth.
It's jokes. I said
It-
earlier.
Yeah.
Didn't you
Yeah.
hear the disclaimer? Look at
Symbolism. The cat isn't really the cat.
We went off and
That's deep.
Imagination.
That's deep, Larry.
It is, and we killed it, but you know,
talking,
it's that other cat.
Oh, that
during the break about I didn't know what your store was for a long time. I also heard a lot of stuff about how it was a witchcraft store, and after being there with you for that year or around that year and seeing everything close up, it's couldn't be further. It's not really what I thought it would be like when I went in. It was way cooler and like way more inviting and relaxing.
Yeah,
And
it's up in that
Pardon
freezer,
me,
son.
excuse me, pardon me.
Well, you're gonna have
It
to get him some of
always
that apple ground.
has a way of like transforming my energy positive. Like every time I come in, I don't really come in negative very often unless something's really weighing on me, And then I usually come in and consult you for just how would you handle this,
Right, and we talk and I ask you questions and I help
Right.
you think it through.
Right. Sometimes the best action is inaction.
Yes.
Don't do that, and it's like, right.
You could do that, but what's the benefit of doing that?
Right. And like you sometimes remind me that I'm right. I already made the decision that that's what I was going to do. And then I hear it from your mouth and it's like, wow, okay, I think, there's something to this and I need to consider this for real.
So encouragement is the answer. I think about all the beautiful young women out there that don't know the beautiful goddess that they're going to grow into.
Exactly.
And how to embrace her and empower her. It's really important.
That's a word I don't mind using in your store either because it is all about empowering the individual,
Yes.
whoever they might be.
Man, woman.
Right. It doesn't matter
No,
who they
it
are.
doesn't. It doesn't.
It's about turning them on, turning their inner light on, truly, and getting them awake. Everybody says they're awake, but it's funny because you'll see the change sometimes. And I've seen it in there a few times, more than once.
And I gotta say, looking at that bowl again, I'm just ecstatic that you brought that, Deloris. I mean, I'm telling you, that is so badass. And the thing of it was,
I did it just now while you were doing your. I was doing it.
I
dude.
seen you.
I can't believe it. I tried.
so, and then I noticed you have ashtrays in your shop for sale.
Yes.
Funny thing is, I have one hell of an ashtray collection.
Well, we should talk later.
I have lots of ashtrays, and this is one of the ashtrays right here. This beautiful butterfly.
Like my butterfly pants.
Right, and the
Butterfly
thing of it
goddesses.
is,
Yes.
and Ed always stresses to pay it forward. So when you leave, that ashtray goes with you.
Oh, I will put it in
That
the
isn't
penthouse.
precious to me, but it's going with you because it has your name on it. It's always had your name on it. I just didn't know till you got here that
Yeah,
that
my-
was yours.
My pants are butterflies. You can't see.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway. Yes, there was back in the day in 1992, I met a man who was a woman. And when I met her as Grace,
Grace.
It was so weird when this giant paw came out to shake my hand, and I'm thinking that can't be a woman. and so I saw the friend that
Man,
introduced
them
us.
basketball hands. What's going on here?
Yeah, Basketball Jones, right? And so I said, is Grace a man or a woman? And she said it all depends on what half you're talking about. From the top up, he's a woman. From the bottom down, he's still a man. This man taught me so much about life and acceptance and understanding, but he is the one who deemed me as a butterfly goddess.
Nice.
Yeah. And he passed away in February of this year, 89 years old. I mean, sharp dresser, very, very wise man.
Yes.
And you know, he went so far, and then he thought, I don't want to be a woman. I just really love women. So, you know, he stopped the whole thing. But really in his mind, the way I saw it was that he was like a lesbian trapped in a man's body, which I understand. But
I know the feeling.
I mean, yeah?
We used to hang at the Leslie Bar. We was the only straight guys allowed. Yes.
Boobies by
We're the
Knot Club?
only ones. Side Street Cafe.
Side street, yeah.
One in Canton?
Yeah, it was down by the
The
Catholic
log cabin
church
used to
on,
be next
Oh,
door.
yeah. It had many different names. Yes.
That
Yeah.
was a fun place.
Yeah.
We had our best times there.
Being the lesbians that you are.
Right.
Mhm,
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how'd that go over with the other ones?
They loved us.
We were celebrities. They bought us drinks.
I just
It was
wandered in to
great.
see the band. I didn't know what the hell was going on, and I heard Pink Floyd tribute, and I was like, I'm there, and I just showed up, and like
Hey.
it wasn't Pink Floyd tribute.
We love the gays. Hey, do you, just don't do me.
You guys,
Wow.
But yeah, it was fun though. The first time it started was because the band, they was having their 7th anniversary and invited us to play because he knew a couple of them from down the street here.
You know Iggy's Piano Bar in Akron?
Well, Deborah
She was-
Ingersoll. Her name, they called her Ingy. She's cool. She's a great
Yeah,
piano
and she
player.
ended up passing away of cancer. Bless her heart.
Wow.
She was an awesome person.
They got us in there and we played and we ran sound, you know, because they had to.
They had junk equipment is what it boiled down to, and I was like, "Hey, I got nice PA or decent PA, and got this and this and that, and we'll play last." It was like, "All right." We went down there and set it all up, and these guys are like little practice amps and acoustic people, and we got like this 5-piece loud rock and
Monster
roll
stacks.
show, boy.
I was like, man, they're gonna hate us.
We was outside right before we went on. We was burning down, and we was like, "What are we gonna do?" It was like, "Well, let's just do what we do: crank it up and tear the ceiling out." And we did.
Oh,
And
they
they
came
loved
to
it.
life. Boy, it was great. And,
Nice.
And ever since then, I don't go to bars very often, but when we did, that's where I'd go.
I admit, I you know, and I seeing you guys when I saw you guys down there, it was a lot like what you described. It was like almost like witnessing an amateur talent show in a way, and then like the headlining act comes in and tears the roof off the joint, you know, and it was really
It
cool.
was fun times, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I had a good time down there with you guys.
But we did the butterflies too for forever when me and my wife, and it was right around 92. 'Cause I came back to Ohio in 90, got our first house. we went to this garage sale and I found these 2 butterflies. They was all scroll saw. They was wood. It's so intricate. I mean, somebody spent hours on these things, you know. And I'm a carpenter. I'm like, my God, 25 cents. Look at
Right,
this thing, you
right,
know.
right.
They're worth $100 or whatever, you know. I was just
Can't
like,
believe it.
and I bought the 2. That was the start of it. And the next thing you know, our house was all
Nicely done.
butterflies for
Nice.
years. Yeah, so we
Nice.
did the butterfly.
When I
thing.
see butterflies, I think of my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I see
Sadie
butterflies,
the lady
I
Sadie.
think of butterflies.
Sadie was awesome.
How deep of you, Tom? Well, you know, butterflies
The
are
pretty ones.
they represent metamorphosis. You know, so
When I did my grandfather Preston's eulogy, right before I came out of the house, and I said my little prayer before I went out, and I was like, you know, if you're listening, Grandpa, just give me a sign. And a butterfly flew over and landed on my shoulder. It literally flew
There you
around the
go.
building and landed on my shoulder,
There you
and it
go.
like looked at me, and I looked at it, and I was like, cool, see you, Grandpa, and it took off. And I was like, oh man, all right, I'm good.
and I believe in those stories. I really do because
And
it's
good
real.
stuff.
Right. I mean, that's what I call synchronicity. And I talk about synchronicity a lot, but it applies. It almost, I don't know, I feel like it's just letting you know that you're taking the right forward step in the right direction.
But there's signs everywhere if you're willing to see them.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
On
Speaking
many
of butterfly
different
metamorphosis, I built a pallet out of pallet wood once.
You are amazing, Tom.
levels. Oh my God. You are an amazing man, Thomas. I'm appalled. I'm appalled. Well, you got your deck right here. And Larry
That's
agreed.
right. Larry was going to do
Well,
it.
so we continue. Why don't you just shuffle?
Shuffle.
Yeah, while we continue to talk.
While we talk shit about shit right here on the Outhouse podcast. And remember, kids, we'll never ever tell you to like, share, subscribe, and do the thing.
Never. Don't hit that bell.
Even though
Go back and watch
Stop
it
hitting
again,
that bell.
and then hit the bell.
Yeah, you're clipping, Eddie.
Well, no, have your own mind. If you like it, like it.
I
If you
noticed
don't
that.
like it, don't like it. Have your own mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Think for yourself.
But we
Question
need
authority.
paid. Just keep that in mind.
Right. And they are giving people a platform.
Yeah, we got to keep the lights on.
I mean, like the mandolin guy, that sounds fabulous.
That's
Yeah,
what
we'll
I
have
like.
to put him in something. We got some country tunes we're fixing to write. We're gonna throw that mandolin
Oh,
dude
yeah.
right in there. Trust me.
That's what I like about what we're doing. Is
Dueling mandolins.
almost like you never know who's going to come through the
Right.
shop door. We don't ever know who's going to come through the studio
Right.
door.
Every day is.
We
every
can
day.
do multi-tracking, stereo tracking. We can do videos. We can do podcasts. We can do live stream shows. We can do not live videos for you that looks live.
Cooking
we can do
shows.
video shoots.
That's right. We're going to do this cooking one time. We're
Bring
gonna
it,
do
man. You guys, where you at?
I want to eat out local.
I want to eat in local.
I'm sorry. Did that sound wrong?
Okay, there we go.
I think I
The
said that the
last,
wrong
I
way.
heard the
Or
second
was it the
hour
right
was the
way?
raunchy one. Got it. So,
Sorry.
Larry, can you cut the deck with your left hand, please?
Now, why is he
Every
using
second.
his left hand?
Left is receiving, right is giving. So he's asking. So were you thinking of anything while you were shuffling these cards? Were you asking any questions? Is there anything you want to know about life?
Why?
Wow.
Why am I
And you don't-
descendant of Cain?
You're right. You know.
You don't have to say it out loud either.
No, I was just got new things in the works. You know.
Big things.
Yeah,
Very big things.
life-changing
Absolutely.
situations going on, and kind of interested in that a little bit. You know, I don't know.
Well, there is prosperity. Don't cry over spilt milk, or don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But there's the opportunities you're looking at look like they can be profitable. But when we come to money, it's going to cost some money. And you're going to spend some money, and don't think you're going to make money at first. It's going to take, this is telling us it's going to take some time. Is there a woman funding all of this? Is what's going on with the queen here? Ironic, the queen comes out.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Queen.
Yeah? No?
There is a woman owner of this company. I don't
Okay.
know.
He's
That's
got a
kinda-
new job prospect, and
Okay.
a woman owns it.
Okay.
That is kind of different.
Well, Larry, white guy. White guy. Women are cool. Okay? Give her a chance. She might be a bitch, but in my mind, that is a babe in total control of herself. And don't hate her for that. Cut her some slack.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay? Okay. I'm not outing you. I'm
He
just
don't even know.
I'm
it.
just saying, white guy.
I've only met her once. She seemed all right.
Anyway. Wow. Everything's upside down with you.
That doesn't surprise
And
me.
maybe it's because maybe it's because of this new enterprise you're going into. You're coming out of your comfort zone, and
That'd be a stretch. I don't.
He's also getting ready to start his own guitar shop at his
That's-
house too.
Yeah, right. That's what I was
Guitar shop
thinking
how?
of too.
What are you gonna build guitars? You're gonna
a
repair
little bit
guitars?
of it's mostly repairs, mostly setups is what I'm
He
gonna
has
set
an
it up
amazing
to do
setup.
Same thing
I
I'm
don't
doing
know.
at Gatuso.
I'm a layman. What does this
A
setup
setup
mean?
is how you make it play. All guitars need a
Fantastic.
setup. They go out of things change. Or even
Barometric
whenever
pressure, temperature,
brand new
humidity.
guitars need worked over. And the height of the strings matters, and the distance. The intonation. You set the bridge
Okay.
and the tuning and all the make them play easy. And sound their best. So that'll be my main focus. But I will do other things, electronics, and
His workshop is amazing.
He's got all the tools.
Nice.
It was really quite something the first time
So
I
that's-
was invited
He's got-
over.
I'm actually taking a business course because I want to learn
All
how to
the
do business.
tools.
And I can do the guitar work, but getting set up on Google and when somebody Googles who does the best guitar setup in town, I want my name to come up. So I'm kind of learning how to do that stuff right now.
Well, and what I've learned through all the years is word of mouth. I mean, you got somebody at Gatuso's. I know tons of musicians.
Right.
I know people who would need your service.
Right? Word of
Whatever.
mouth is the best.
It's already whatever I can't do there because I don't have the proper tools or whatever. We
sends them
send
my
it.
way.
He's our outhouse guy.
Well, he's
Or
like
aren't you punny?
He's like you too. You're a perfectionist, and I see that in you too.
Oh, he's way worse than me, dude. Trust
Oh,
me.
I can
better.
see
It's
it.
got to
way
be
worse.
exhausting.
It's a blessing and a curse.
There's no
both,
such thing as perfection. Haven't
Right.
you
No,
figured that
I
one
have
out?
very much so.
Okay, but you're still going to keep trying.
No, I get it as best I can.
He's like
There
one
you
of
go,
them.
Larry.
After 45, you start. Okay.
He's one of them dudes that builds a staircase in a $500,000 home, and when a tornado comes through and rips the entire
Oh, no.
house, the staircase is still
Nice,
there.
nice. That's
Trust
a
me when I
testament.
tell you.
That should be your marketing
we had
plan.
we had to go into this place. These people had him build this beautiful ass, like almost couple angle stair. It was badass, and they wanted carpet runners. So when you do that, you leave a little line between the thing and then where it comes up.
Kind of missing the story, but yeah, the framer's messed up.
Oh, okay, well,
And it had the thing come down. It has the thing at the bottom called a volute, and it has the little spinny thing at the bottom and the rounded stairs.
get in the mic.
There was one of them, and there was a wall on this side, so all the stairs went into the wall, and I built. So it went up about 6 stairs to a landing, then went up and did all this other stuff, but then it also went back down into the kitchen on the other side. I get up to the landing, get
It was
ready to turn
badass.
and go, and the homeowner comes in and says, I'm supposed to have 2 volutes on there. And I said, well, there's a wall. And I never got a blueprint. It was just, here's a pile of wood, build your staircase. So I call the supervisor, hey, this guy says he's supposed to have 2 volutes. He gets out the blueprint and goes, wow, you're right. He's supposed to have 2. The
There's a
framer messed
wall.
up. So, well, I can tear
Cut the
that
shit
out,
out, yeah.
and rebuild it, or we can cut it down the middle and put a support underneath. It's getting covered by the carpet anyway, and I'll do the other side. Well, that'll be fine. So I spend a week and tear all that out and rebuild it and do the other side, get the material there and build the other half and get it all done. Get all the way to the top to the landing, getting ready to go up the thing, and the homeowner comes in and goes, if we ever wanted to take the carpet off, we're going to have that line in the middle now. Tear it all out.
Oh, and I had to help
You've
him.
got to be kidding
Back
me.
to that, I had to help him, and that staircase came out in splinters. Splinters, not chunks of wood that,
It
like we
was-
put it together with.
It would not come apart.
Splinters.
But that's the only one that ever had to come apart on me. But it wasn't my fault. But and then
He
the
puts
homo-
drywall screws where they're not even needed.
No, but that was liquid nail. Anyway, the homeowner comes in and goes, "Hey, what happened to those treads? I was gonna maybe use them in the basement, use them in the fire pit."
Yeah, they was.
They ain't coming apart. But that's how I build things. But
Okay,
All right,
okay,
back
well,
to the-
let's just ask.
but the guitar, you know,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the same
I mean,
way.
that's exciting. So pick a card, think of a question, and when you turn it side to side. Okay? So, like, if you pick this card, you're going to go side to side. Ooh, the devil.
No, the
That's
devil.
just temptation.
I think that's very apropos with that inverted queen. The rooster.
El Rooster.
And you
El
don't have to
Rooster.
say it out loud. You just think it in
no,
your
I
head.
can't say this
We-
one out loud.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Side to side.
Side to side.
Yeah.
There you
This
go.
way?
Because you don't
Yep,
want to
yep,
change
yep,
the
yep.
direction of the
Yeah.
card.
And it's still
Another
upside
invert
down.
card.
I know, that
That's
really
crazy.
sucks. Because the Ace of Swords is like a new beginning.
But s-
Well, that's actually
that's
what he's
exactly
doing.
what.
Yeah.
I
that-
know,
oh
but
my
it's upside
God!
down.
Huh.
But my life is
I have
upside
to
down,
choose.
so that fits me well.
Okay, then
And
perfect.
apparently, I'm
Then
on the
perfect.
spectrum somewhere from what I'm learning from these guys that I didn't realize I was until recently. And I get it might be down here, but I'm on that son of a bitch somewhere.
We all are.
I get it.
Okay, so let's just pair one up with that one because we need to neutralize that card.
Really, I kind of like what you said about
Well,
it.
it's about new beginnings, but
Yeah.
it says that you can take your ideas to disastrous results, and I want to see.
Ooh.
I want to see.
No, but that does fit my question pretty well.
Okay. Don't let it happen if you know you're capable of that. Don't let your ambitions get in the way of.
My question, I'll go ahead and say it because
Larry's feeling kind
Done,
of frisky
no,
tonight.
yeah, right. because you know,
Consulting the mighty oracle is very tempting, isn't it, sir? See how easy it is to fall into the trap. I believe they call that the honey trap. That's the honey trap. You're falling right in there. Right in.
no, but I was thinking because everything always gets in my way. You know, my thought was, do I need to kind of oust the rest of life to be able to focus on my thing? And you're saying it's a disastrous thing. That's kind of an answer. Like in my mind, it fits.
Do you have the capability of doing that, Larry?
That's
Because
right.
That's,
I don't
that's
know.
A,
That's
that's
what I
a
just
tough,
did,
that's a
Larry.
because
tough
I'm
gig.
here,
I just did it, Larry.
But you're
and
here.
time is what's most important. And that,
Yes, but time spent with family and friends and learning all about Larry.
But it's
We're
all-
all learning about Larry.
but it's all about getting the shop going. And so
He loves that guitar shop idea, man. And I do
Yay.
too.
swords and
okay.
two swords.
Okay, but you can look at her. She's
That's
blinded.
that's
She's
weird.
blinded.
A 1 and a 2.
Yes.
Again, with the
one?
female.
Upside down. and right-
She's a no-eyed jack.
So
No wise.
a 1, a 2.
Yay! I love the answer. It is a peaceful hiatus in an other discordant situation. So, go forth,
I was
Larry.
gonna say. So
There you
what it's
go.
saying is what your
What you
shop
just said.
is-
Yeah.
You want this shop? Go for it.
You need to. You need.
And you
to-
know you've been saying that a lot, brother.
Well,
a
I'm
lot.
studying it, dude.
I mean,
I was on
It's finna
on
be
Zoom
on.
today before I came here, learning some stuff.
you play them,
yeah.
but you also have an amazing Santa's workshop going over there, man. Careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for.
I can't wait.
Yay, Larry! I can't wait either.
That's what we all say.
Oh,
Should have read the fine
I just can't imagine.
building guitars for the stars.
I just
There you
can't.
go.
The thing is,
Guitars for
though,
the stars.
construction's fine, but the problem is you got to load all them tools. You got to drive. You got to go places.
It
set
sucks
up,
the
tear
life
down.
out of you.
I got to go home and unload my whole car. I can't wait till I can go in and turn on
I
the
can't
light
wait to
switch.
see how his
Yeah,
palm
right.
And
reads.
everything's right where I left it.
Just like when
'Cause
when
now you
this
know a
stuff
little bit more
finally
about
takes
him.
off and I can just do nothing but content all day. I don't have to go. Right.
I love the fact your deck
mean-
is so well used. That says a lot.
Yeah, she's been around a long time. This is the Aquarian deck. I think the Rider-Waite
Yep.
deck is easier to read. I mean, you can look at some of these cards and understand that. I mean, you can look at the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know where I'm
Up,
going.
up, there you go.
Okay,
There
there we
you
go.
go.
But it's everything's happy and joy. Pentacles represents money, wealth, possessions.
Swords
things like that.
represent.
Action. Wands more of like a moving yourself forward in a direction. And cups,
cool.
Cups.
hold things. So it's like acquiring things, love, money. So I'm trying to find the one card. It's great. I mean, you can just see the Eight of Swords. You're trapped. You can't figure out how to extricate yourself from the situation of your own making. But you know, it's all the questions that we're all trying to figure out. This thing called life.
Right, exactly. Now, and you can combine these superpowers, I like to call them, together, and sometimes the answers are really radically the same. It's really kind of wild. So I've seen her do palms a lot, and that's
And
one of my favorites.
that's my favorite part
She's
of,
very
of
good at
palm
it.
reading, because you know when you're touching someone, and I'm getting the energy
Right,
energy off of you.
It always has to go there, doesn't it? It always has to go there. Was it the way she said it? I'm touching you right now, Larry.
Yes, I am. And so, you know, I'm looking at all of it. You know, one can tell you're a very hard worker, and you don't take very good care of yourself. And so maybe you better start. But I'm not your mother. I'm just your palm reader. Okay.
You see the router went across that palm.
Wow.
Cut this little piece here. There's a missing
There you
part of
go.
the
Tractor ran
thumb.
over that one in the
Right.
table saw.
Hard
Miter
worker.
box.
Got
Hard
this one
worker.
stuck up a
You
rooster's
work hard
ass.
for your money. Yeah.
Right, man. Sacrificed
yeah.
flesh.
Yeah. But
It's tough.
They don't call me Rooster for nothing.
very interesting, Larry. You are.
They're soft just
you're-
where they need to be.
Oh, man, here we go.
Okay, yeah, but he's making this a difficult reading here.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
okay. That's okay.
Sorry, Mrs. Budinsky.
What did you just say?
I said, sorry, Mrs. Budinsky.
Oh.
What?
Who?
What the hell just happened?
No, I didn't
Am in
marry
the
that
Twilight
one.
Zone?
He already had 2 wives.
I didn't say the F word, but I don't know.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't know what's going on right now.
I don't either, but that's okay.
I think we've crossed over in the Twilight Zone.
Yes. Yes. Because I'm over here touching Larry.
Yeah.
So, Larry, I'm going to say to you, maybe with this shop and the future that you're looking at, you're finally going to find your power. I don't think you know who you are. And so, when it comes to matters of the heart or matters of the head, you're a lover, not a fighter. You follow your heart,
He's a romantic.
and that's your gig. Your life has been a chaotic one. Lots of things in life that you didn't anticipate, but you know what? It's been a good one. Look at that gash that your lifeline
It's like the
is.
Grand Canyon.
Right. I mean, look at his heart line. Well, actually,
Wish we could throw that to you guys. Holy crap. I see shadows and shit down
valleys
in
and oh my
Some
God.
Egyptian hieroglyphs.
there. I know.
Right.
Might be a pot of gold down there somewhere. I see some Lucky Charms, actually.
Fate started out wanting to help you, but you had different plans.
Yeah.
You didn't want to hear.
I
what
didn't
Fate-
listen, did I?
No,
No,
you didn't. And Fate said, "We're out of here." But you know, this is your heart line, and this comes to the creativity, and see how it's broken off, and it's your destiny to do this, and don't let yourself down. Follow your dreams. Go and do it.
Yeah.
But figure out who you are, Larry, because you've got the power. Did you have 2 children?
Is that a booger on the side of you?
True that he knows us.
Booger?
Yeah, I
children?
did have 2, and then I did it again. I had
Oh.
2 more.
Oh, aren't you funny?
Wait, quite a bit apart.
Okay, well, I only see 2 there, so maybe we should do some DNA testing or something. I don't know.
Scary.
Dun,
What,
dun,
what do I know? I'm an amateur. I guess you're open to new ideas. Yeah. But don't gamble with your money. Gamble in love and life, but you don't have any bracelets of luck.
I'll say he doesn't do that.
That's for
Okay.
sure. She hit that one on the head, didn't
That's all of us on that.
That's the
Man,
first
I-
reading we've had on the air.
There
Congratulations.
you go. There you go.
That was right on
What's
the
up,
money.
G
Oh,
Money?
there you go.
Where you been, son? You missed some good shit.
And you know, I really like that too about the shop is it's not just like people coming in the room like you were laughing a little while ago. I've seen Christians coming in that are terrified because they have a poltergeist in their house and they have to get sage and they've been instructed to come to you.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And like I've seen everybody in there from, oh my gosh, you have a really nice intimate circle around you that's in there kind of on the regular.
Yes.
You know, and
And I'm very blessed. But there's lots of new customers, and yes, so like
yeah.
they're like, do you got sage?
That's pretty
And-
cool though, because I would say didn't mean to interrupt
That's
you,
okay.
sorry, dear, but that kind of did fit him pretty good. Because I say the destiny was is when I came out there, we were supposed to keep on going to L.A. and you ended up getting married. True
Always,
story.
always a woman throwing
True
a wrench
story.
in
and
the.
you guys said it was
True
a woman
story.
one time. I remember. Is that the woman you were talking about?
Probably.
There was a
That came
couple.
between
it
you
was
guys, kind
his,
of.
mine, his, and mine.
That's a lot of minds, man. That's a lot of
mean,
ownership. See, ladies don't like
They
that.
don't get along.
Goddesses.
You know what I mean?
Goddesses.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, things
Some
For the
women-
most
some women
part,
do.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say there's we made so many bad decisions in our life. It's just retarded.
Well, but don't we learn from those things?
after about the 5th to 10th time.
Okay,
yeah,
but at least
then we
at
do.
least you got
But
it,
we do,
Larry. That's
yes.
the important
A
part.
few scars. Yeah.
I mean, you know, everybody obviously makes bad decisions. You got to learn from it, but we're
Right.
learning. We're single. Learning. I ain't made for that shit.
Well,
I guess I don't know. Maybe
growth.
if you find the right
right
one,
one.
which I guess would be a clone of me in a lady form. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
hot.
are you serious? Would you do you? Would you do you?
Yeah,
no,
would
I'm
you do
saying,
you,
would do
Tom?
you? Look,
Really? That's hot to you? Oh.
no, right. That's why I'm single.
See, like 2 of you slamming into each other, all sweaty. God.
Thank you, Eddie, for taking it there.
I know.
So
Sorry, I'm a writer.
does that mean
you
if
know.
you suck yourself off, does it feel like you're getting it or giving it?
I would say yes.
Nature incest.
I don't know. I
There
don't know
you
what
go.
that is, right?
Yeah,
What do
that's
you mean?
bad.
Oh,
For a quarter for that one.
Yeah, that was bad.
That's probably worth
throw that whole pile for making my mind
that
go
was
there.
ugly.
It was close enough.
Yeah.
I
Well, and you're also a social organizer, and I put that in the heading on this thing, or community organizer, and that's a really important thing that we haven't really covered a whole lot, but like that's what you really do. You're involved in Canton community as a whole. It's not just art. It's not just like you were telling me tonight. What are you getting ready to do? You're going to do something with the ribs burn off.
Well, I'm a volunteer. The Hall of Fame is trying to resurrect the ribs burn off,
We're going to go.
and it's the 24th and 25th.
that's when Up Church will be here. No, he's going to be this fair.
That's
Right.
yeah.
That's
That's I
different.
think it's a Friday and a Saturday. But anyway,
Didn't they take the ribs to the fair? The ribs were on to the
Yeah,
fairground?
That's-
fairgrounds,
that's
but they're
20
bringing
years
it back.
ago.
Oh,
Right,
I got
right,
it
it.
hasn't
right.
been at the fairgrounds for a long time.
It's
Larry.
weird, right? It disappeared on us, you know?
Okay, so I don't understand how like New York City can do New Year's Eve or New Orleans can do Mardi Gras, and we can't do a ribs burn off in downtown Canton.
Okay, let me ask you, Queen of Canton, because I heard a lot of different things. But is it true that the reason it moved from downtown to the fairgrounds in the first place was because like the businesses were bitching and moaning about how it was taking away from them and adding a crime element that no one maybe anticipated?
I think the crime element was the main thing, and but
Same
no,
with the Hall of Fame parade. Remember back in the day?
no,
I
it was
love
so
this.
much fun.
So
It was
great.
it was a great night. But it's the crime,
John.
and that's
Right. And we
That's-
all loved it downtown. I loved it down there. Those are all some really great early memories, man. Was the parade and all that. Was
Well, and
right down
it's
there,
trying to
know?
come back. I mean, we've got George's, Oracle has bands and different things like that.
It's definitely gotten a lot cooler downtown, man.
You think everything, all the art galleries are gone. There's
Well,
two.
and
There's the hub, and
What
then
we
there's
just talk
that
about
one.
today, there's room for fresh growth. Let's see what happens.
Right, but I don't think Arts and Stark is capable of resurrecting that. It was that whole grassroots thing of people coming together
Right.
and people wanting to have their own art gallery or space. But
Right.
again,
But
COVID,
there- you'd have
COVID
to-
changed everything.
Yes, right.
COVID and these cell phones changed everything.
Yes, and the artists have to want to get involved. That's a big thing. You can open a gallery, but then you got to have the artists too.
Right, and artists are artists. Are a
A
lot of work.
temperamental lot.
Yeah, and they don't understand the art of running a business, and that's why, yay for you, Larry, for understanding that you got to have the business savvy to be able to.
Right.
I in the beginning, artists are like bringing in their art, and I'm like, all right, well, how are you going to display this? And they're like, I'm going to lay it on a table. And
Right.
it's like, yeah, that's a great display. Let's think of something else.
Yeah, right.
And help them figure it out.
I had a panic attack when you asked me that. I had no idea how I was going to show my
What
shit.
you mean
I had no
display?
clue. Right.
Right.
What do you mean display?
What, you don't hang
got
my
a
art?
magazine?
Who are you, Picasso? No.
I was gonna put it in your magazine, ma'am.
We're just going to hang it on the wall. I thought. you know?
Yeah. Let's just put holes in this wall that at this place that we don't own. I mean,
I got these here cement nails. We can drive those up
I
in
got
there.
my pneumatic drill that'll just
Right.
I just had no idea that there's
right
that.
what it takes, or how
Right.
to market yourself. Like
Ma'am, you
I'll
got a
have-
coat rack? We can stick it on top of that there.
There you go. That sounds great, but who's going to see it? Someone will bring in jewelry and they'll pull it out of a bag, and it's this clump of jewelry that they made.
I
and
can
some
put
of
this
them-
jewelry on this here wire hanger. We can display that shit, boy.
Yeah, and it's fabulous. People are going to want to buy it.
The mighty oracle's going to make you pay.
Well, I'm just going to
It's
help
gonna
show
turn me
you the
into a
way.
snail.
Anyway, now what are we going to talk about, guys?
You deal with men all the time, and you do. We come in and pester you all the time. What's the one thing we ask you the most? Us men, because we do. We
I
come
don't
in
think-
and
I
ask
don't
you
think
for
there's
a
one
woman's
particular
perspective
question.
a lot. I hear that a lot in there, and I know I do it. And I'm curious if
Where's
there's
the
any.
bathroom?
That is right. That is right. I hear that a lot too.
No, but you know what? It's like, it's a groovy little gift shop, and it's an open space for people to talk about ideas and concepts. It's mostly feminine.
It's like a barber shop, but you don't get your hair cut.
Right. Right.
Okay,
Right. It
yeah.
has
I mean-
that. Everybody talks openly,
Right,
kind of,
right.
in there. There's a freedom in that.
I mean, you might get your hair cut. You run into the right person that
Right,
comes in.
right,
I mean,
right.
I'm just saying.
you
Right.
never know.
You never know.
But yeah, so it's mostly feminine, which is, the best way to lure men in, right?
Right.
Right.
There
So,
are a lot
They'll
of
come and buy
reasons.
gifts for their wives. There's so many.
100%. Go ahead. I'm just being the idiot.
And you're doing it so well.
I know. I'm a professional. I'm a professional idiot. I just don't get paid. That's what the crazy thing. I can't figure that out. I'm a professional idiot, and I don't get paid. That's some bullshit. What's wrong with y'all? Sorry. Go ahead.
Feminine.
Feminine, yes. Well, the future is feminine. I mean, come on, think about it. What would life be without women,
Right.
There wouldn't be.
Right.
right?
They make the best muses.
Yes, and it's inspiration, and they bring color to your world. Sometimes they bring drama.
Yes. And
And
chaos.
chaos,
And
yes.
heartbreak. And all that
So
other
be a
bad
little
stuff.
more selective.
Right.
Think with the bigger head.
Don't make those bad choices, kids.
Anyway,
Well, and you're right. And it's all about that for me right now. I'll tell you. Because, wow.
Right. But you're going to take 365
Poor
days
Eduardo.
yeah, poor Eduardo, he'll live.
Mm-hmm.
And you're
Well,
going to
John
take a year
says
and you're
if
going to
you
learn.
could do yourself, he don't care. You'd never leave your house.
I wouldn't. No. I'm pure right now, man. I'm born again virgin, man.
So maybe you should learn to do yourself.
No. I'm saving all my power for me right now. I'm trying to be a better
He's like,
me.
I got the power.
Yes. And
Nice.
Meanwhile, his
it's like
balls
that
is like this
episode
big
of
around.
Seinfeld when he when his girlfriend had mono and he couldn't sleep
They
with
just
her and he
slowly
just
leak
got
in the middle of the
smarter.
night.
He was reading all those books and learned Portuguese and all of that. And then at the end of it, he was all dumb again. And Jerry goes, "What?" And he's like, "Portuguese waitress," and that's all it took. He was dumb again. I think romance robs us of our power, men and women.
Well, you have to love yourself first. I mean, do you like spending time with yourself? Do you like being alone with yourself? Or are you
That's a
boring
huge
yourself
one.
to tears?
That's a huge one.
Yeah, and that most people don't
You
want
gotta
to.
love
I
these.
love it.
No.
So do I.
me
I
too.
prefer it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surrounded.
Solitude.
The Alice Cooper line, I may be lonely, but I'm never alone. Yeah.
Man, I took my daughter her first show at Blossom. She was like 9 years old, and it was somebody, then Alice Cooper and Uriah Heep.
Oh my God, I just saw
my
Uriah
God.
Heep.
She
Oh my
just saw him
God.
like last
Awesome.
night.
I called him
yeah?
Uriah Heep of shit, man. It was awful.
There's
Sa-
not too many originals left. though.
no, and
Yeah.
Saxon, I've never heard of Saxon.
Oh, they're
yeah.
good, old school.
Old school
Yeah, but
metal.
go ahead.
But my
ahead.
daughter, when Alice Cooper chopped his head off, she freaking flipped out, dude. That was so great. Oh, it was good
That was
times.
Deep Purple, not a right.
Oh, Deep Purple. You're
Oh,
right.
There
Sorry.
you go. Yeah.
Well, that's
Thank you
funny.
for
You
the
brought up
correction
Uriah
there,
Heep and
James.
you just saw him.
Right.
And,
I mean,
you
most
saw him
people.
at the-
Well, and Uriah Heep
I
was.
seen Uriah Heep because I swear I worked for him. It had to have been. Anyway.
They're named after a Charles Dickens character in David Copperfield.
David Copperfield.
Noise.
Yes, and Uriah Heep was a piece of shit. He cheated David Copperfield out of all of his money,
Damn.
and they have that song "Stealing" when I should have been buying.
Right.
The only two I knew, that one and "Easy Living."
Easy living.
Or not David Copperfield.
original-
You mean,
Yeah, it was David Copperfield, not the magician.
oh.
It's a book from 1850.
confused.
Let's get literary, Tom.
Oh my God!
with
I
you
thought
now.
you were doing his voice all this time.
Yeah, I thought you were being like
Easy
British.
living.
I
It's
thought
like,
you were being David Copperfield.
Oh, I don't even know David Copperfield. This is me English voice.
Easy living's
This is
like
me
the
English idiot.
original Christian song. It's like it has all these Jesus references, and you don't even think about it when you're listening to that song.
That's right. Nice, Jimmy.
And I've been forgiven since you've taken your place in my heart.
You guys are doing a far better job than they did. I'm telling you, it was awful. It was painful. Everybody's eardrums were bleeding. It was just
Oh man!
get me out of here.
When my daughter and my sister, they're about the same age, a couple months apart. My dad, that was one of his favorite bands from back when they were good. But they played at the Midwest Fireworks. That's how long ago that's been, because that place burnt down and all that shit. So they was
I had the
what?
stage from that place, y'all.
They was like 10 or 13 or somewhere in that area, and they went and seen them and met the band. And they're up there these old guys doing their thing, and these two teenage girls just knows every word, because my dad
crazy,
constantly
yeah.
played it. And they talking to him about it on stage and everything. Really cool experience for them. But I believe they still had most of the original members back then.
Right. Well, now they're all. I mean, if they were 20 in the 70s.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you said in the opening, really. You need somebody to come in and do what you're doing. You've been doing for 30 years because you're not going to do it forever.
No,
You
I
know?
must pass my baton as the Queen of Canton on to someone else.
that's why him
I
and
must
me-
find my replacement.
Really, we're
My
talking
successor.
when we started talking about what we're doing. Like we're wanting to get these guys and give them a platform that we never had, and give them that push that we
Right.
never had.
Well, but technology. I mean,
and then you
Right.
we got Larry. I mean, you got a
100%.
lot of really knowledgeable people in this place, and just about everybody that comes through that door, I always say it is studio ready. It's not a lot of amateur hour. Everybody's usually kind of, I don't want to say perfected their craft, but
Right.
it's the journey, not the destination. They're perfecting their craft.
But they're not lazy drunks or whatever. They come in and
Well, they
do
come in and
their
they're
thing.
ready. Right.
Right.
They're ready.
All of our guests and all of our live performers has all been just absolutely fantabulous.
And I want to thank you for putting up with our silliness.
I don't even know where the past 2 hours have gone.
I know it went so quick. I just glanced up and was like, wow, we've only got like 8 minutes left. But
No, not really. Oh,
Long.
we actually got 10 according to the actual time.
Don't stare at it. Look
Just
away.
Don't push so hard, Ed. Be gentle with it.
it's all in the way you touch it.
There you go. Slow
Oh,
down.
look at him.
Slow
He's
down.
doing it now.
What's your? There you go.
Look at you.
Oh my
Look at
God.
the state
He's
of
making that O face.
I know, but wait a minute. I'm
He
getting
feels it now. He feels it in his bowls. He does.
I'm feeling
In his
Nirvana.
bowls.
In his bowls, he does.
Okay.
Right down in the
Okay.
Smells like
bottom.
Teen Spirit.
Nice. Very nice.
That thing is so cool.
I like that a lot. That's
and,
really.
and on it, there's sacred geometry, which is Mother Nature. She is just absolutely beautiful. That is the flower of life. These
Terrence
these-
Howard. He's talking
then-
about the flower of life.
and
right
then
now.
and then that there's Om, which means nothing and it means everything. It's
the all.
yeah. Some believe it's the sound the
It's
universe
awesome,
made
it
when
is.
it was created. It's a great mantra
The
for
beginning.
meditation.
The-
It's just so
Yeah, it's neat.
earthy and yeah.
I'll be using that, boy.
And if we're talking chakras
I think I'm gonna put a chef salad in it.
and use chopsticks, but yellow would be a solar plexus because we all know who Roy G. Biv is, right? Larry, do you know who?
I don't either.
I should know this right away, and I'm
Thank
sorry.
you, Jimmy.
The
Right.
electromagnetic spectrum, all the visual light.
Look at
Yes.
you.
So Roy G.
You
Biv,
should have had him the other mic.
red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and there are these energy centers that we have within our body. It's not like you can cut us open and
Right.
find our solar plexus, but they need to be in line and congruent from the root clear up to the crown.
Now we're talking that crazy hippie shit.
To yes, to find enlightenment. You
That's
know,
right.
and it's the struggle
It's
that
the
we
journey.
go through every day that helps us become more
Love
enlightened.
one another, okay?
What was that, Kenny?
No, that's that.
Mr. Mac.
That's from that show, right?
Okay.
But you're right. It's about tuning in to that light.
Yes, and into yourself. You know, the answers lie within. My favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz because the moral still rings true today. She didn't need to look any further than her own backyard. She had the power all along, and
And the
they're-
people in charge is giving you an illusion.
Yes, ignore the man behind the curtain. So, and that was almost 85 years ago. So, but yeah, look within.
I agree. 1,000%.
Not what would Jesus do, what would you do?
Well, I want to thank you for coming on. We're there. Lucky number 13, right? Are we at that?
Calm down, sucker.
He's in a
It's
hurry to
only
get
at
out of
52.
here.
No, I'm
You
just-
gotta
it's that
pee-
time.
You gotta pee again
Yes,
or what?
yes, yes.
Look, I said something.
You just
he
said it.
just did. Chaos.
Oh, bro. He's knocking the table down and everything else. Christ.
Well, it's the end of the show.
Yeah, it ain't that to the end. He's crazy. We still got like 8 minutes.
And if you look into the back, everybody, you can see Alex back there. I mean, still going strong.
Right.
It's
Could you
insane.
imagine
does.
playing a guitar for 2 hours straight?
Well, I do every day, but
Not
not like that.
He did it that for John's show 4 hours, man.
That's crazy.
And he didn't take a break during the halftime. He was the halftime, so yeah, I think his kidneys was probably about to blow out.
Right.
But, yep.
Well, I can't wait to hear where you go, Larry. Please keep me posted.
I will, definitely.
And don't stop into Planet Art. I mean it. Don't. Don't you dare.
It's like, don't ring that bell.
Right.
Don't subscribe.
Oh.
Well, you kind of got to have, an idea what you're getting yourself into. I didn't get it. I'm a little slow. I don't know, but I just
Right.
planet art. I'm thinking. I didn't even get the plant. I'm thinking planets like.
E.T. means and in French and Latin.
See, I'm thinking space, planets,
Well,
whatever.
I am from another
things.
planet.
Okay,
I am not from here.
And,
The people here are too cruel.
agree with that one.
Yeah.
So,
And
Yeah.
they're humans. So
Yes.
so it's in the advertising for sure, and that's what I'm working on right now. Is figuring out how to.
And what are you going to call it? Larry's Guitars?
Well, it's got to be
Catchier than that?
not even catchy, just relatable. When you type
Guitar
in
you?
who does the best
Guitarzan?
guitar setups in Canton, Larry's Guitar Setups comes up. I don't know if that's what it's going to be, but it's got to kind of be easy to find.
Where are you going, sport?
He's done.
Well, if you build it, Larry, they will come. No matter what you name it.
Yep.
Just do your quality work and
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the plan. So
Cool.
I'm working on it. Hopefully,
We got to build a wall.
yeah.
You mean like Pink Floyd?
Yeah, exactly.
Mother,
like
should I trust the government?
Mm-hmm.
Keep my customers out of my kitchen.
Oh,
Because they're gonna come in and go right to the guitar shop. So I need a wall.
I think you know a carpenter or two.
I do.
Okay. I think it'll work out.
And we usually do ask the question at the end.
Yes.
If you could sit down and eat dinner with some person that's already gone, and it could be any time period, anybody, who would it be?
Wow.
It's a toughie.
Wow.
I said Cleopatra.
Of course you did.
Of course.
It'd be interesting
Talk
watching
about a
Elvis
strong
eat.
woman.
Yeah. It'd be interesting watching Elvis eat. I don't think I want to eat with Jesus, because
Well, you're gonna meet him one day. I always say that anyway.
so okay. Well, then that's out.
Regardless, you're gonna meet him.
Young Elvis or old Elvis? Because I'm sure there's a different style of.
I think the old Elvis would be. Yeah.
It might get ugly.
I don't know. I
He
don't
might
know.
be stealing your wings.
Maybe Sigmund Freud.
Get off my.
I don't know. That's a tough question, Tom.
Carl Jung.
Yes. Right.
Who's that?
He's
Carl.
not a philosopher. He thought about a lot of things.
Who?
Carl Jung. He was
A psychologist as well. My BA from Mount Union is in psychology, so, and I use it every day in business.
Yeah.
I don't have a business degree, but I do now, after 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
You live, you learn. Oh, there he
Those
returns.
big old
I
boots.
know, I'm sorry, yeah. It just sometimes it hurts really bad.
That's what she
No, I don't
said.
mean holding it, but like
The lungs.
my where I used to have a kidney at.
So, thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Tom, Addie,
Hey, thank
Larry,
you for coming
Jimmy,
in and
Alex, everybody.
Yeah,
What
taking
fun.
part in our shenanigans, man. Did you sign it all off and everything already?
Not
Okay,
yet.
good.
We're
Okay.
still
No,
going.
no, but I
asked
answered
her
the
the
question.
last question.
Okay, I'm back.
It don't necessarily have to be the last question, but that one with who would you eat with?
Oh yeah. Well, what would 20-year-old you say to
Well, there's
50-year-old
that
you
one.
and vice versa?
Oh God.
You got to learn to lighten up a bit. Don't take your shit so seriously.
Yeah.
It's good
You have
advice.
to know when to let things go.
Yep.
Because you can't fix it all.
Oh, amen.
You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Know when to walk away, know when to run.
Y'all know how it goes.
That right, the gambler.
Oh, man, and like I
There's
tell
a lot
you,
of
man,
truth in that.
You gotta grow, and growth.
No, you
hurts.
don't gotta grow. And there's a lot of people who don't. Be
Well-
grateful that we're growing and we're seeing and we're learning and we're changing and we're evolving.
And that's it. You got to keep change. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. I guess not. Change is better. The only constant is change.
Right, but you can't make anybody do anything.
No, absolutely
gotta
not.
learn.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's what we were talking about, the whole I'm awake thing. But those are great conversations.
Yeah, well, it's I want to change the world, but I can't change myself.
Sorry, John.
Who is
I don't
that?
know why we didn't ask you that. I think we was talking about flat Earth.
So, John, what would your answer be?
Yeah, what would your answer be there, big boy?
Delos strings and necks.
We'll wait on that because we know there's one of them there delays. So we'll give you a second.
I see
The
it
ant
move
farm
every
is
now and
growing.
then.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say the ant farm is growing. You
I
talking
remember
about,
when there was
oh,
no one in there, and now it's like filled up. That's
Mm-hmm.
really cool. And I'm glad people are participating that way. I hope that keeps growing.
Yep, guys,
You know?
thanks
Oh, we
for
got
hanging
Black
out.
Rain, we got John May, we've got Gary Wigington.
Gary.
G Money.
Okay, of course.
Where's Dennis at tonight? You sleeping, Dennis?
Yeah, he
Where
must
are
be.
you at?
He's with that there
Better reading them books.
girl.
Just got to grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be out of context to where we're at because they're on that there delay.
All right.
Is that
That's
anything
right.
different than a delay?
It's a little slower.
Okay.
It's got a southern drawl to it.
Careful how you answer the mighty oracle, son.
Delay is a little quicker. That there
Rush
delay.
Limbaugh? Oh my God.
It's been fun having our first female guest in here talking shit about shit.
That's awesome.
It did. It changes the vibe. And you actually have like a lot of quarters left.
I
Look
know.
at that,
I
Tom.
only did a couple
Like,
stupid things.
Really, man. Like,
Boy, on
I'm
his
so.
best
I
behavior.
know.
Amazing,
Look
dude.
at me.
You got all
Amazing.
dressed up for me. That's
I know.
great.
I know.
Look at that. He
Look at
looks
my
awesome.
trip, bro.
Yeah.
Look at that, boy. Look.
Them
Look.
pantalones.
About to
a rock star.
moonwalk off the stage and shit.
Look, that's my Willie Nelson.
Nice.
Yeah, boy. Looky there.
But the
So,
poor
got the
animal
pimp
clinic
hat.
ain't getting no help today.
Yeah, no help for the donations
Sorry.
today.
Sorry.
I watched me tongue, I did.
Did you got anything you want to shout out, Dee, that you got coming up? Because you're always doing something and involved in something. Is there?
You know, Eddie, I wish I was that organized. The world has just changed so much in the past 30 years. And people don't really want to go out and do events anymore. You go and see events and it's poorly attended.
And I hear the bands saying. I mean, some of the bands say the same thing. It is. It's like people aren't going out like they used to.
I was just going to say her shout out is stop in the store.
There you go.
Across from Taggers, yo.
Come to Planet Art and Gattuso's. What the hell?
Right,
Right.
that's the shout out.
How long do we
Stop
got to
in.
be open to get you to come in?
I mean, just check it out for the love of Bob.
You got a lot of really groovy little gift items in there. It's hard to come in there
Okay,
and not
John.
spend money.
Yeah, and it's simple price items. It's not hundreds of
And
dollars.
you don't take plastic, right?
No, cash only. There's an
So-
ATM.
Right.
If there's a problem, we can work it out. But if you start
local.
paying attention, everywhere people aren't taking credit card, and if they are, they're charging you 3.5%.
It's crazy.
Well, so it's part of the bigger plan.
right.
They want us all addicted to this phone and to these credit cards, and then they start
Digital
making.
money.
Yeah, they just start making it harder and harder and more expensive. I mean, what you used to be able to buy for $60 in the grocery store now is like $100.
Oh God, it's more than that. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is. That's a show in and of itself. What in the hell has happened? Today that $5 thing we were talking about with that $5 bill, I used to be able to take that $5 bill and go get 5 packs of cigarettes. Now that doesn't pay for half of a pack of cigarettes.
I know, but I used to be 20 and 120 pounds.
I realize things change, but what I'm saying is that really inflation, or what the hell kind of guerrilla math is that? Because I don't understand what kind of cracked out math these folks are doing,
Right.
and we're supposed to survive under it as human beings because the math doesn't add up.
So
I started cigs at 52 cents, and I quit when they went to $1.
I
was
quit
like,
it too.
I ain't paying more than
Grace
$1.
told me that
That was
exact same story.
1982.
Yep,
That's when I started. It was 92, and then
82 he said.
Oh,
That was $1. 80 and 80.
I quit at $2. Not two chucks,
kept-
$2.
I'm still threatening to quit completely. That's a hard monkey to shake off your back, and that has been my hardest as far as vices go. That's a tough one, man.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I'll tell you anything, I'll tell you what.
I'm still.
God.
When we go off the air, I gotta find something out. I don't know. I'm still perplexed.
Huh?
Nothing.
What was that?
I'm just. I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
went through a wormhole.
I guess we're there, aren't we?
Thank you, gentlemen. What fun.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for coming
Ciao.
in tonight.
We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Then following Sunday, we got some sort of an artist in here on Sunday.
That's this Sunday.
Or wait, yeah, this Sunday.
This
My
Sunday.
bad.
That's what I
This
mean.
Sunday.
We're so on this one.
5:30 on this channel.
It's kind of a surprise right now.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know what we're bringing to you, but it's going to be amazing.
We hear tell.
Yeah,
That's right,
can't
guys.
wait.
Tune in.
That's
Yes.
right. Tune in and
Thanks,
be surprised along
everybody
with
in the
us.
chat.
And yeah, thanks for everybody who showed up in the chat. I love seeing that thing grow like that.
Thanks everybody in the ant farm. That's the rest of you out there, by the way. There's
Thank
the chat,
you.
and there's the ant farm.
Almighty
That
Oracle
is
for
you.
coming in tonight and doing the cards.
Oh,
for
the
us.
Oracle.
Rolling the bones.
What a great job she did in
wonderful to
there.
have
She
you.
did. She brought me a bowl I can put me salad in.
Yes.
Totally changed the vibration of the room.